And welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today I really want to do a lot of rockets, and I really want to do a lot of science. So I've done a little of a to-do list today, and we're just going to get straight onto that. The first thing we're going to do is actually not even on the to-do list, so already we're just flying off on our own wild journey. So how exciting is that? So what we do need to do first off is we need to get rocket fuel coming in faster. And we can do that pretty easily just by making more rocket fuel. But the real problem there is what is it called? This stuff, ammonia. So we're going to make some catalyst frames and we're just going to go a little bit nuts on them. I thought about doing this a while last session. I think, you know what, now's the time to do it. So we're just going to make the catalyst frames there and just get them doing their thing. That's probably enough catalyst frames for now, because we need more ammonia, and if we get the catalyst frames in there, I believe we'll have more ammonia. Also, they're not outputting very well, so we'll change that a little bit. Great. So with that, we should be getting a lot more catalysts and a lot more ammonia coming through, and we will have a problem with nitrogen gas. Thankfully, I played around with a little bit of this before this session today, so I know what the problems are and how to fix them, hopefully easily enough. That's the intent anyway. Excuse me. Ooh. And we're going to want to produce a couple of these, I think. Just because this part isn't actually using any of the oxygen. We're just doing this for the sweet, sweet nitrogen. Because you got to have some sweet, sweet nitrogen. And that should hopefully mean... yeah, this is going a bit faster. These are probably still taking a little bit longer than I'm happy about, but we can always just buff them up as well. And so hopefully the paper goes down, because quite frankly we have probably too much paper right now, and the rocket fuel production goes up. Because right now these are actually beginning to stack up, which is pretty funny, but also not great. It's funny that it happens though, like I wouldn't have ever thought that would be a possibility. Okay, so ammonia is maxed out, fantastic. So the problem now is this stuff. Now, we may actually need to produce more of this, and we could probably do it in a way that's sort of similar to... There's just molten silicon coming straight through here. That's what you want to see. It's not what I wanted to see, but it's what we've got. What we could do though is turn this over this way and gives us a little bit more space to work with. And that'd be nice, because then we can always make another one of these. One was not quite the number I was wanting to say there, but one is the number we've got. But you know, it adds a little bit of production, a little bit more of this, what is it, calcium, sodium hypochlorate. Yikes. I can't pronounce science. But this should hopefully be doing something. We may need to improve... Okay, so rocket fuel, I believe we've done that. Deuterium, I don't know if we wrote that down. We may need to add another deuterium, not refinery. What are they called? Certainly not refinery. Another, reactors, that's what they're called. They're called reactors. Got it easily, guys, don't mind me. And we'll increase production here. So hopefully we get a little bit more productivity. Can't really speed them up beyond that, but that should be fine. Okay. So that's coming along nicely enough. Next up is aluminium again, but before I do that, I'm just a little bit worried about my heat shields. It's not really a thing I can do with that aside from maybe chucking another one of these down. Or just chucking some speed modules down, which quite frankly is the answer to every problem I've got in my life. So there we go, more speed modules. I don't know how to solve a problem beyond speed modules, I really don't. I'm mostly kidding. But also I'm kinda not. We probably need to speed these up as well. And at some point we may start having problems with sodium hydroxide, but not yet. We're okay, we're okay. Let's not freak the heck out yet. Just more red chips. Nah. Lead for purple, ruby for green, aluminium again. Okay, you know what? Aluminium again seems like a fantastic fun time, so let's work on that again, because it's called aluminium again, like the biggest rolled eyes you can imagine. Like there is a teen girl in my factory and she is rolling her eyes super hard while being like, "Science, Dad." We're going back to Science, Dad, the hit TV sitcom show. We're not doing it. We're not bringing back Science, Dad. Okay, what we do have a problem with is lack of sodium hydroxide. Now, there's a few reasons for that. One is lack of water for the salination plants. So that's not super hard to fix. Ow. Ow, you just gotta hurt yourself. Because they always say science is pain. And if you've never heard them say science is pain, you just weren't listening. Shame on you. Okay, and with that, that should hopefully give me a little bit more water so the salination plants are going. It's always important to clap when you're having something happen. I don't think I need to tell anyone that. It's a very obvious fact. Oh, I remember what the issue was. I was going to start running out of chlorine in one of the rocket bases. One of the rocket bases. I got so many rocket bases. The one rocket base that I have, I think this starts struggling with chlorine. It does. So we've now got the salination plants working at top speed. Now, I don't really want to build another plant, but this seems like it's doing okay. Now, part of the problem here is it's got actually too much production coming out of it. So what we're going to do about that is something good. Got it. We're not getting a lot of production here, because we're not getting a lot of purified water here. That's problematic. So, well, I see these. They've just got purified water just hanging out, doing nothing. So maybe we need to, you know what, actually, we could... Let's think about this just for a moment. I know it's hard to imagine me thinking about something even for a moment, but let's go with it. This saline water could probably be used in here. But with a top-up valve. Just in case something goes wrong. Something went wrong immediately. Okay, great. So we need more purified water. That is pretty easy to get. We can connect it to there for some reason. I don't really want to do that, but we could. And sometimes that's just the exciting part. Knowing that you could. Okay, so that's more purified water coming in through there. Because this is only making hydrochloric acid, which quite frankly I don't need that much of right now. So hopefully this gives me a decent income of aluminium. And then we're going to start my new nefarious goals, which is to send this delightful aluminium, and it is delightful. It's very caring and kind. It's nice to its parents. You know, it's respectful. It's respectful aluminium. And you think to yourself, I don't really ask for respectful aluminium. Look, this is nice aluminium. You know, you'll love it. Your parents will love it. This is aluminium you can take home to your parents, not even in a Coke can. Or a can of your favorite sugary beverage. I don't know where I'm going with this, I'll be honest with you. But it is where I'm going. My point is, it's aluminium and I want it. I need it. And all of a sudden, this family-friendly image is being ruined by me just being all sultry and, dare I say, horny. I'm sorry, aluminium. You didn't deserve this. I'm sorry, family-friendly aluminium. You didn't deserve this. Okay. So. With that, we have an increase of aluminium coming through here. We do have these going too slow, though, for reasons that are obvious to someone, I'd imagine. And what I kind of want to do, I was looking at these before. I will actually come back to this one later. Because aluminium is most important, but if we don't get aluminium sorted, then getting red circuits sorted is kind of a moot point anyway. So, that aluminium is doing just fine. We're getting a repair pack because someone broke stuff. How rude. Don't know who would do that. Probably some sort of enemy scientist, some enemy rogue agent in the factories. Gosh, you gotta watch out for those rogue agents, you know? Always destroying factories. It's disgusting. It's absolutely filthy. And we can probably upgrade these and those. Actually, we upgrade those twice, don't we? We do. I was gonna say I don't think we've got the resources for that, but it turns out we totally do. Okay. So the goal here is we just want more aluminium being poured through this facility at all times. We could bring manganese down, but I feel like we almost might have too much of that problem coming through. Which is fine. Now we'll separate the aluminiums a little bit, but we will have another one going straight up. So that way, hopefully, we get a little bit of diversion, so that way the pipes, this facility is outputting about 2,000 units of aluminium as opposed to just 1,000, which is what it was doing. It's doing a little bit less than that at the moment, but it should pick up very soon. Especially if we were to upgrade these belts to be a fashionable blue color. And already I'm starting to see some improvements, so that's nice. Yeah, this is good. It appears what we have done... No, you know what? We still do not have enough purified water. Okay. So we could just do another one of these, and it should help. I don't believe that'll cause a massive problem with water. Nope. Good. Always got to check that, though, don't you? Okay, so that should hopefully push through more purified water. And hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. It is still struggling here a little bit. Which is not quite where I want it to be in life, but nonetheless, it's exactly where I am. Or nevertheless, rather. I guess we have to go this way? Yeah. Okay, so hopefully that's done some fix on the aluminium. I'm not quite happy to tick that one off yet. Okay, so red chips. They are a bit of a pain, and one of the problems seems to be not enough of these are actually being output. If I just did like a couple of jupes, maybe another jupe, please, sir. We are out of jupe juice. It's disappointing. You never want to run out of jupe juice, but I have run out of jupe juice. But it does look like these are actually outputting faster, so that's alright. And we are seeing a little bit more wood going across, so yeah, that's fine. And no, I still kind of want a little bit more wood. You wouldn't imagine it, but you do need it. Or I was about to speed it up, but actually what the problem is probably just a couple of productivity modules in here should help it out. Just a couple, don't go crazy. And then speed up the rest. And hopefully that increases the production to a suitable level. But I don't know. What I might do... That was not quite what I wanted to do, but hey, we did it anyway. I was going to do that for this part. That's alright. So productivity has increased. We do need these turbo splitters. I don't know if I've actually built them yet, but I think that's where we've got to be next. And that should hopefully produce a lot more of these. What I think I need, odd to say, is I think I need a lot more electronics assembly machines. I think I do need 200 of them. Usually I wouldn't say that, but today I'm saying that. How are my rockets going? That was the thing that I was worried about with rocket fuel before I went too far. Rocket fuel does appear to still be the main component for slowness. Okay, well, let's improve rocket fuel. What's your problem, rocket fuel? What is your problem, rocket fuel? It's still these. Although it's not the things that used to be a problem, it's these things now. Why? Why are you slow? Are you just naturally slow? Is that just who you are? I think it's just who they are. Well, be faster. We don't give you all these resources so you can dick about. I'm getting offensive now. But it is true, I don't give them all those resources so they could dick about. I just want to see some real production go, and that's what I'm saying. Let's get rid of some more reds. Okay. And with that, we are seeing almost a full belt of these, which is good, except for the fact that we could actually fill a belt with these. Do we have room to do one more? By Jove, we do. Why are we saying by Jove? Because I've decided that's who I'm that person now that says by Jove. That's just who I am now. And I hope you can accept me for who I've become. Alright, so these should all be making top tier rocket fuel. And by top tier I mean whatever we'll shove into this filthy rocket. Crafting time of these is what? 30 seconds. That's slow. Please, please. If we can just speed these up as fast as we can, that'll be good. I mean, I don't know if it needs the same treatment that electronics, the RCU's got. And I don't know if this is necessarily speeding up either. Hey Solburn, how you doing? Yeah, look, I think you're right. I think that's good enough for now. Rocket fuel. Let's go. Here comes another rocket. Excellent. Welcome, rocket. Welcome to the world. Or welcome to near Earth, or well, near Nihilus orbit. Is that what the planet's called? It's like Nihilus or something, isn't it? Something like that. We will put. We're going to put one of these down here. And we're going to try and grab some of this. Just because I'm a little bit worried about running out of heat shields. I know it's not really a big deal if we run out of heat shields, but I'd prefer not to, you know? Hey! Thank you. Alright. We are going to need some nitrogen. I don't know why I said it in a weird way, but that should... I don't know if it's going to be enough nitrogen, but we can always add more should we need to. Nitrogen's super easy to get anyway. Missing heat shields is indeed what... Well... Wasn't it like some polystyrene or something fell off the ship and crashed into the rest of the ship? So really, if anything, it was too much heat shields. But I could be talking about another space shuttle disaster. There was possibly too many of those. It's distressing. You know what? I think it is time to do the unthinkable and start adding some more of these. Or adding the first ones of these. There were two. Well... Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a different space shuttle. One of them was heat shields too many. One of them was not attached enough. So what we're finding out is heat shields are very important to a shuttle in general. Well, the good news is there is no good news actually. We don't have enough of either hydrazine or. We're definitely running a shortage on hydrazine, which is a shortage of monochloramine gas, which is a shortage of this stuff. Ah, that sucks. I love space travel stories. Like, space travel is just the most amazing thing to me, and I really wish, like, the governments of the world funded it better, because it is so important, I reckon. But I believe so. The rocket fuel capsules is hydrazine and dimethyl hydrazine. So it's hydrazine and dimethyl hydrazine, and that's the fuel capsules. And then there's oxidizers. So yeah, they run off hydrazine. Is that bad? Hang on. Well, it can cause tumors and seizures, so probably don't inhale it. That's my suggestion. Yeah, I've just come across that. Let's look at it this way so I'm looking at the camera. Versatile fuel breaks down rapidly in oxygen. And it could be an environmentally friendly fuel, so long as I guess you don't inhale it. Okay, well there you go. We're learning. Okay. Sorry, hardly important stuff right there, but every now and then you gotta learn. We still do not have enough rocket fuel. So, what I'm thinking... Oh, because it's the chlorine, isn't it? Okay. Where are we gonna get chlorine from? I know. These things emit some chlorine, which is good. We like that. But I think there's some more chlorine down here that just gets... Nope, that's not chlorine. That's chlorine though. So this chlorine, I'm pretty sure, just gets wasted. Which, I mean, let's be honest, if you've been here for any amount of time, you're not even slightly surprised that I'm just ditching something that may be slightly useful and going, what's the matter? What's the harm in just ditching this useful resource? Maybe I'll play a game one day where I just don't ditch anything. I just store everything like some sort of weird Factorio pack rat. I will have so much oxygen and hydrogen, I won't even know what to do with it all. Okay, so that should be more chlorine, especially if I do something like this, and we'll put a pump in it as well, just to really get it happening. Okay, so it's going to go real strong for a little while, then it's going to slow down, which is expected. So more chlorine is in the system, and that should also result in more fuel. Other fuels are RP1, which is refined kerosene, hydrogen, I know of hydrogen, and methanol. Oh really? Okay. Well, I very much know of hydrogen, but hydrogen has never been involved in any aerial disasters, so I'm certainly not worried about it. Oh, the humanity! Okay. Can I... No, it's got to be speed modules. Okay. We are not getting rid of paper fast enough, strangely enough, so let's get rid of more paper. I have heard of the Hindenburg. Absolutely. Hence, oh, the humanity. Generally things shouldn't explode. Like, this is my new hot take of the day. I'm still not happy with rocket fuel. I'm going to put rocket fuel back in the list. So we started today with 8 and now we're back to 9. Oh, the huge humanity is a good meme. Such a big manatee. Okay. Don't want to ditch those? Alright then. What next? I believe fixing some titanium would be good, but it's not going to give me more rocket launches, so maybe it doesn't matter right now. I reckon aluminium is still probably a very critical fact right now. Well, not red aluminium, red circuits. Are these coming out, by the way? No. No, they are not. Because there's a little pipe right there that's not connected. Glad I came back and checked on that. Hey, Tyrannosaurus Hex. Hacks, sorry, Tyrannosaurus Hacks. I read that wrong, I apologize. I have not done the Factorio tutorial in quite some time. They didn't have like a Computron for a while, like a little computer. Hex isn't coming yet. Well, I don't know if hexes are better than haxes. Ooh, haxes. But yeah, I don't really want a hex or a hax. They're both pretty bad. I don't know where those bots are going, but I'm going to encourage them to leave and do their dark bidding. Okay, so this is not great. Compilatron. Oh, I always thought it was Computron. I apologize. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but it's who I am as a person, I suppose. Yeah, Factorio is a tough game. Like, I lurk a lot on the subreddit, and just the vast numbers of people who are just like, I do not know what I'm doing. And it's interesting because I've played the game so long that I just forget those times ever existed. You know what I mean? Like, I could probably play Factorio in my sleep at this point. I mean, let's be honest, I probably do. Because I think about this game way too much. But Is this not connected or anything? It is, it's just not. Don't tell me we've got aluminium problems, that shouldn't be happening. Anyway, playing space exploration for the first time. Oh, look, I am so keen to do Factorio again. Sorry, not Factorio, the space exploration. I am totally going to give that a go very soon after finishing this run. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to just mess this up. Actually, let's upgrade them first. So this will slow us down for a moment, but then it'll be interesting. And I want speed modules out, I suppose. Okay, and then everything goes incredibly slowly because of what we've done to my boy. Then we add 3 to each side. Oh, that's a nice 3 right there. Okay. Good to know in advance, thank you. I guess I'll experience that grind when we get there. I feel like I probably shouldn't be doing the... Actually, what I do need is I need the faster... Yeah, I am indeed used to the grind. I need to get these faster splitters. I just need to get them. Like I've made them. I just need them in a couple of places. Now this is of course the precursor to me using them on literally every facility, but for now hopefully this helps to some degree. Likewise, while it was all pretty good that we've done that, we need to upgrade these and put production modules and productivity modules in these as well. We're running out of productivity modules. We'll come back to that. Yeah, I haven't played base Factorio in a while, so the start of space exploration does scare me. It should be interesting. I make a vow now not to spaghetti. I will spaghetti immediately. Because baguette leads to spaghetti or something like that. I don't know. Spaghetti baguettes more spaghetti. I'm trying to do like a biblical sounding thing, and instead I'm just sounding stupid. So that's not going great. Anytime you use the word baguette, you're obviously not going to sound great because who honestly speaks like that? Yeah, that works. I'll accept that one. Okie dokie. So we've got more production modules now, productivity modules rather. Forgot that I wanted to upgrade these, so let's do that now. And then we need to beacon, because I must be the #1 beacon boy. I would probably love to have better speed modules than these, but for now, is this even connected to anything? No. No, this is remnants of Big Red 1, which something was coming through the base and I do not know what it was. Okay, well good news, that means we've got a little bit more space to work with. And hopefully this just gives me a little bit more chips. Because I do want more chips. They are delicious. So long as this is going optimally, shouldn't be a problem. And honestly, I probably want these to go output priority that way as well. Yeah, it's probably best. Just speed that up. I don't have the resources on me right now, but I'll get them. I'll get the. I'm good for them. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, the lack of the fast splitter belts has slowed me down there, so let's go grab them. Okay, so we so far have not really done anything that I'm happy with. So that's cool. Wait, titanium fix for waste. Oh yeah, that's why we're not getting nitinol. Maybe nitinol will be good to get that sorted out. Not that I really... Oh, is rock fuel good? Well, that's building up, so that's nice. That's good. Hydrazine... Hydrazine is, a bit shit right now. Why is hydrazine shit? Because it doesn't want to be good. We don't have enough methanol. Ooh, a death world does sound exciting. I was considering a death world as well, but then I'm like, coming straight off SeaBlock seems like a really bad way to do a death world, because I am not used to being attacked. I am like so cute little snowflake. Oh, wait, that is not what I thought it was. I don't know why I'm calling myself cute little snowflake. That's how no one should ever describe themselves. That's weird. But yeah, I am so peacenik lately that that might be a bad idea. Ooh, okay. But I mean, I love watching Death World games. I love seeing like the reports of them because they get angry. Okay, so that probably will be enough hydrazine now. Once it gets around to being faster. Because now we've got a lot of methanol. We may run into ammonia problems, but ammonia can be created. Like ammonia is not a problem. It's what, oxygen and hydrogen? Yeah, hydrogen we've got near infinite amounts. Oxygen, see above. We can make oxygen, don't worry about that. This is actually struggling, so let's just give it a hand with a friend. And we'll put it through a overflow valve, that way it hopefully doesn't get too bad. Well, the good news is I think we've now got enough of whatever the heck I was trying to make. Dimethylmidburden. Yeah, so what I've done there has actually sped that up perfectly well. And we are at 71% of another rocket. Nice. We are... Ooh. We are actually backing up on things now. These are not producing fast enough. Cool. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tyrannosaurus Hacks. Really appreciate it. Yeah, okay, so RCUs are actually backing up and are in a good way. We've got speed modules coming in that aren't being used. This is so exciting. If I could... Wow, I kind of exploded there. Okay, let's get some sciences done, because can't do anything without science. So... Ruby for yellow. Okay, Ruby for yellow is a pretty easy thing to fix as well. It just needs to be done. I was about to chase out that train being like, why don't you run me over? Because I like taunting trains now that I've got super heavy... Usually something is missing? Yeah, well, something's always missing, I know that for sure. But I like taunt trains now, they've got really strong shields that they can't hurt me. Because I've died to too many trains this run. Now, this is using a crystallizer 1. Cute, but not good enough. Then these probably can be sped up to blues. Could take them up to greens, but quite frankly I don't think they need to be greens. And this still just needs to be faster. Because we just need more crystals. We can't... Oh, we can actually just get more crystals. It is not easy being green. That is a true statement. I've heard that. A frog told me that once. Or an orc. I don't know who was quoting who. Of course I know who was quoting who. Okay, so we're going to do this a little bit more precisely. And we may actually just try to speed up the whole process. Because we just need more Jimmy Gems. Now, I assume we've actually stopped the production of other things, but okay, rubies. Are we doing better for rubies now? Yeah. I guess. Could still be better though, right? Could still be better. I agree. These are not really having a backlog. Nothing's really having a backlog of anything, quite frankly. Okay. I like this. It exists only to make the prerequisite to aluminium and then turn it into a polishing compound, which I'm pretty sure is a Jif bottle. I assume Jif is a worldwide company, or I'm just talking about a company that no one's ever heard of. That would be not the first time I've done that in this stream, but it would be no less awkward. Okay, so are we making lots of gems? Just need so many gems. You know what might be a good idea? Oh my goodness. What if, oh my goodness, what if I just made more rubies? Like, wow, right? I don't know why I didn't consider this sooner. Except for the fact it can't do it like that, because it's got to do... I'm beginning to hurt my own head with the mistakes I'm making right now, so that's fun. And I don't frankly need much, so... Okay. Make my gems grow. Okay, so that should... Wow, they really burn through the rubies super quick, don't they? That's okay. The gems are stacking up. If we really build these faster, then... These are my crystal gems. That'll always save the day. Okay, well, that just got said. I'm sorry. Okay, so lead for purple. You do indeed detect a New Zealand accent. Well done. The prize is a single pineapple lump. It's the best I can do for you. Speaking of pineapple lumps, I don't know if you guys ever heard of these things. They're a classic Kiwi snack. They're just like a chewy pineapple candy encased in chocolate. They're not great, but you know, oh, jeez, hang on. The New Zealand snack police may be after me after making that joke. It was a joke. But a friend from Australia came by and I was like, oh, dude, oh, Tim Tams are great. But I was like, bro, you gotta have some pineapple lumps. So I went out of my way, got him some pineapple lumps. He had one, he's just like, it's not very good. And I was just like, what do you mean it's not very good? It's a pineapple lump. And I was just, at that point, we were no longer friends. He doesn't know it yet. I never told him, but that was it. That was it, a friendship. He was just lucky I didn't report him to the authorities. I love the idea that there's like a New Zealand snack police. There isn't, that I can report about. Yeah, they're a pineapple flavored confectionery cased in chocolate. They're about, oh, let me just, they're about yay big. They're like a sort of oblongy shape. Look, tell you what, I'll get some pineapple lumps and I'll show you off I'll show them off sometime. How about that? I'll grab some pineapple lumps next time I'm in the supermarket. But I'll get some proper ones. I won't get any of those cheap ones because I'm better than that. What was I getting the lead for? Purple, okay. Well, I could also just get them, gosh. You're just ruining my chances to get me some pineapple lumps, bro. Just kidding, I can get pineapple lumps whenever I want. I actually don't have them very often, but they are fun to talk about because everyone goes, what the hell are you talking about? Which is honestly the best New Zealand experience you can get. You know, that and talk about how gardening is illegal. Oh, well, look, my wife is very happy about that. She appreciates it because, you know, if I'm not watched like a hawk, I will just break into a bag of Doritos when no one's looking. Yeah, I'm not too bad, but every now and then. I'm not too great either, I think is the point I'm about to make here. Okay, so we can close off another thing on my task list, so that's good. Tungsten plates. You know what? I think we should, let's go sort out tungsten plates now. Because, whew, actually along the way we will find titanium, and there's some fixes to make there as well. This is of course not the main titanium base. It is the second one, but here's also this little aluminium base. I don't know what that's up to, but I like it. So where is the... Did I run past it? I did. So the first titanium base is also where we make nitinol plating, well, nitinol, molten nitinol. But the thing is, it's not hard. You just keep going. It's like, you know, the best way to eat an elephant. Best way to make a factory this size, one bite at a time. Okay, so what did I write in my thing? Titanium fix for waste. One of my wastewaters was too high. I know that. It looks like it was nitric wastewater, but at the same time, it seems to be okay now. So I'm not sure I can trust it. And furthermore, nitric wastewater is actually going into stuff, so if I speed it up, that shouldn't be a problem. And sulfuric wastewater is low, so maybe if I even speed it up just a tad more, we will be making a lot of nitric acid, but quite frankly that shouldn't matter. Eater chips, yeah, they're fine. I'm not a huge potato chip fan. I love corn chips, but I think potato chips are fine. I'll eat them. I mean, Bluebird. Oh, look, if I'm going to go like potato chips, I'd go Bluebird because they are indeed the word, as I've been instructed by the ads to inform you all. Look, I don't make this shit up, okay? That was an old advertising campaign from like early 90s, I guess. I mean, it was bird, 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 bird is the word. So, you know, whenever the hell that song came out and like a few years later. Potato chips. Oh, okay, potato chip. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Potato chips. I was like, what are you saying? Oh, it's the accent mocking. Carry on, good sir, carry on. You've earned that right. You've earned that right just by being here, honestly. It's not a hard right to earn. Why are we not getting more of these? I mean, if we just expanded the crystallizers, that'll probably help. We have run out of crystallizers. That is a shame. I guess we don't really carry those around. Oh, really? I mean, yeah, to be fair, kids, they'll do weird stuff. Can't say that I wouldn't do weird stuff as a kid. Can't say I don't do weird stuff now. Okay, so, I mean, as I said, my wife's got many pictures of me sitting in boxes being a cat. You gotta hold true to, like, your messaging, your theme. You gotta be a cat. If you call yourself SeiferKatt, you gotta be a cat. That's the rule. Okay, so we got a little bit of a problem with cobalt, of all things, which is a little bit surprising. Wow, are these all facility 2s? They could be 3s. They could both be 3s if you felt like it. Do I not have another 3? Oh, it is already a 3. Okay, my bad. Well, absolutely. You gotta go if you're gonna go with a theme. You gotta stick with your theme, right? Otherwise, you ain't getting any respect. That does not look like it's going far enough. And honestly, could probably use some more speed, and that'll probably help things out a little bit. You've got to manage your online brand, I think. A T-Hex in the cyberpunk setting, but of course T-Hex in like a witchcraft setting is what I would say. Choc honeycombs? Not a huge fan of. I was about to say not a huge fan of chocolate. That's a lie. Not a huge fan of honeycombs. I know we've got some really good honey in New Zealand, but I'm just like, meh. Not a big honey fan. But it's alright. I mean, I've had it a few times, but... I mean, of course, Tim Tams are great. You mentioned those before, Abulita 82. And, yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Tim Tams, aside from Australians have them sometimes, and that's just not fair. Because Australians do not deserve anything, obviously. Not for any particular reason, just to continue the meme. Manuka honey, yep, indeed. As I said, not a huge honey fan, but every time I go overseas to visit people, they're all like, yeah, I want some Manuka honey. Like, you bring that over or you're getting deported. So I certainly understand the enthusiasm on that one. Oh, look, if it's covered in chocolate, it's not bad for you. You're bad for it. You know? You're the monster in this story. Okay, so hopefully this edition of new stuff will... Let's just turn a whole bunch of these into blue belts as well. I mean, Solburn, you've heard of the Tim Tam Slam, right? Tell me you heard of the Tim Tam Slam. You gotta have heard of this one. Yeah, there we go. I haven't done that in so long, but I am well aware of it. Okay, so hopefully, because I think these are going down here for a... Yeah, they're for blue cata drops. No, Tim Tams are delicious. Like, you can't eat a Tim Tam wrong, aside from dropping it on the ground. And in that case, there has to be a funeral for it. Obviously. Tim Tam funerals are very common. I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore. Okay, we need to probably speed these up as well. Really, all this is just so I get slightly faster nitinol, so hopefully that happens. Stance on Marmite? Okay, see, Marmite's an interesting one. Marmite is the correct choice. Anyone who says Vegemite, they are actually a traitor. Oh, my wife's laughing at that. They are a traitor to all of humankind and should be executed immediately. The only exceptions are Australians, because, look, you can't help them. Sorry? That's not drama. That's life. Anyway, my wife doesn't understand. But that's okay. You get that. There was a time in the media called Marmageddon. It was a very dark time in New Zealand's history. So there was an earthquake in Christchurch, and that one made pretty international news because it was a pretty big deal. Like, a lot of people were hurt or killed, and it was really bad. But the Marmite factory was in Christchurch, and it kept running for a while, but then they realized there was a huge crack in the structure of it, and they had to close it down. for like a year or something ridiculous like that. Ow, trains. And yeah, they had to shut down the Marmite factory, and people were like writing into the local papers being like, I was overseas in the Cook Islands and I found Marmite and it was really expensive, but at least I found it. I bought it. Ha ha ha. Screw you. I got mine. You know, that's how people write. And it was a traumatic experience. Like, a lot of people suffered. I'm being exaggerating, but they did ask the Prime Minister at the time, who, if you're not aware, is our local, like our New Zealand's leader, and they said, you know, how are you dealing with Marmageddon? Because, you know, reporters, you got the Prime Minister of the country in front of you, what are you going to do? Ask him something, like, useful? No. Ask him about Marmite. But, you know, they were like, how are you dealing with Marmageddon? And he was like, well, we've still got a small jar of Marmite in the cupboard, and I'm using it sparingly, spreading it very thinly. But if we run out and the factory isn't reopened, then we'll have to switch to Vegemite for the time being. And honestly, I mean, that should have been the end of his career, if you ask me. That should have been it. Like, what? It's just outrageous. It's upsetting and outrageous. That's what it was. I am, of course, being satirical, but also very truthful. Okay, so look, Marmite's great. That's the end conclusion of this story. Marmite good. But people will tell you can have spread too much on Marmite, and it is. If you're like new to Marmite, people go like, oh, it's like a chocolate spread, and they just spread it on super thick, and you're like, oh, sweet child, you know not what you do. Was this what I was talking about with the wastewater? It must have been. Okay. So if you are new to Marmite or Vegemite, don't spread it on thickly. Most people make that mistake. They don't realize it's a yeast spread, and it's quite bitter. And it hurts them. And New Zealanders and Australians delight in seeing the pain and almost the look of betrayal. Because the betrayal is the thing that's the best. But yeah, they don't get over it, and they go, "Oh, it's terrible." It's like, okay, when you spread on thinly, just a thin slice, and then you're like, "Oh, okay, it's pretty good." But people stuff that up every time, and it's always funny. RJ's Amazing Licorice. I'm not a big licorice eater, but I do like their raspberry licorice. Yeah, I just don't really like licorice that much. But as I said, raspberry licorice, pretty good. Just because I don't like... I think the taste of aniseed is what gets me. Like, black jelly beans is the same thing. I was like, eh. Which was a weird sheep sound. I don't know. Did I just turn into a sheep there? I may have. I'm sorry. It's New Zealand. It happens to New Zealanders. Sometimes we just turn into were sheep. You can't help it. Anyway. If I had more remote slots, I would absolutely have my cat turning into a sheep. It's already white, I suppose. Okay, so this is good, but as usual, could it be better? Abso-bloody-lutely! So get rid of a lot of the red, replace it with a lot of the blue just to make things a bit faster. And that should be better for us. Not for the environment. The environment's gone to hell, but you get that in Factorio. Like, no one's going, oh, Factorio didn't look after the environment. No, didn't. Why would I? Okay. So that should make more titanium in general, which will probably help my nitinol production as well. At least that's what I hope. But these are all going fairly quickly, so maybe I could even build a couple more of these. So for those who are interested, I talked a little bit about this in the last couple of streams, but just update. So I've been working on a video review for the game Sunshine Heavy Industries, because I believe that is a fantastic game that just needs a lot more publicity. So I thought, well, who better to do the publicity than me, because no one's talking about it, at least not that I've seen. Maybe everyone's talking about it. But I've finished Sunshine Heavy Industries today, and my review is being written, so I hope to get that up in the next... I hope to get this up in the next week. I still need to do some recording, I still need to do writing. Sunshine Heavy Industries. It is available on Steam. I can't tell you how much it is in your dollars, because everyone's dollars are different, but in New Zealand dollars it was 20 bucks, which is, you know, not much. And so I was like, well, damn, that's got to be picked up. But of course, your local currency dollars may differ. Did I play Creeper World 4? I played a Creeper World. Hang on, which Creeper World did I play? Give me a second. I will answer that question once I know what the hell I'm talking about. It looks like FTL, but there's none of the ship flying. It's just the building of the ship. I played Creeper World 3, which wasn't in 3D yet, I believe. I believe that was the difference. It does look a little bit like FTL, but it's just about the building of the ship. And it's the construction. I guess there's no fail state. I don't know. It's not a roguelike, that's for sure. But it's a sweet game. It's very nice. It's very chill. I think that's what I like about it most, how chill it is. Just a very relaxed game. And you guys are not producing your fair share of titanium. So get onto it, guys. I need to see more titanium by the end of the day or you're fired. Yeah, I really liked Creeper World 3. I thought that was a really fun game. I know that Creeper World 4 was coming, obviously. And clearly it has come out because we're talking about it. Is it good, Abuelita? That's probably the real question. I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, it's because it looks like a different word that I do know, and I'm assuming it's the same thing, but I don't know spelling, because my Spanish is non-existent. Oh, where's my silicon gone? Oh, that's right. It'll always focus on getting it that way, won't it? Okay, so we've improved titanium. That's pretty good. We already closed that one, so always good to close a ticket off before you've actually finished working on it. Cobalt does look like it's doing a little bit better, but of course... Oh, sintering ovens can't even upgrade those. Things are being sintered. They are sinter stage, if you will. Oh boy. And also it looks like this is backing up, so very soon at least we're going that way. We clearly need more of this, so we'll get more of that. It does speed up the second row, but it doesn't really matter to me that much. That one can be fast if it wants to be. I don't really care. Okay, cool. I was going to say I'll put it on my list, but my list is huge, as is everyone's list these days. I've been meaning to play Deltarune Chapter 2 lately, I just haven't gotten around to it. And then a friend was telling me to play Omori, which again, I haven't got around to. I seriously intend to, but it hasn't happened. Is Aluminium good? Can we turn off the Aluminium requests? Look, I think Aluminium's good for now. I think we can close that one. Silicon for yellow. More tungsten plates. I mean, we've certainly added tungsten plates, but have we added enough? I mean, probably not. There are more heading that way. More ingots is always good. Just speed them up a little bit. Don't know what these are for. What is this for? Oh, that was for my cobalt steel. Yeah, that's actually a super valid, not valid, a valuable line. Aluminium. Look, aluminium looks like it's maxed out right now, so. Look, there was so much stuff in Creep World 3 that I really liked, and that's why I was like, oh, gotta keep an eye out for Creep World 4. Like, there were so many tactics that were just really neat. I enjoyed playing the levels where I had to restart a few times. Normally I wouldn't say that, but it's just the ones where you're just like, you're just really fighting that creep just to get that stronghold, just to get that, like, initial, just hold that area. And I loved that, just holding that ground like no tomorrow. And then you finally manage to get a mortar down, it just starts hitting the deep parts of the creep, and it's just like, oh, yes! Feels good, that's what I'm saying. In kind of a weird way. Okay, so you guys are making stuff, and I think that's cool. I like the cut of your jibs, but I would like you to be making more stuff. So what I'd like to do, and here's the trick. What we're going to do is we're going to put that one down there, and I want it to be speed around what it is now. Maybe even a little slower. So currently that is actually faster. No. But can we go one notch slower? 1.8. Yeah, you know what? That's about what we were wanting. So we will delete these for the moment. And just try and get this a little bit more, you know, a little bit more effective. I feel like we've run out of modules, and that's okay. What it might be a better idea to do, rather than do it the way I'm doing, is just to delete, 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 and then delicious, delicious paste. Okay. So it has the gold. Oh no. Well, we have a problem now. Because it's taken a whole bunch of crap. Okay. What's the best way to fix this? There is kind of no way to fix this now. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, well, okay. That awkward moment when you realize that you probably should have shut down things before it became a problem. And then it became a problem. So let's turn off the exoskeleton and we'll just wait for everything to come my way. Hopefully, if I do this for long enough, most of the stuff should be picked up by the time it gets to me. Looks like it's properly cleaning up now. But I'm still seeing the occasional piece of crap coming through. I think we're clean now? Or is... Nope, we're still not clean. Okay, look, you know what, we'll let that continue on doing that. What a mistake. Okay, that looks as clean as it's gonna get. Well, at least it can resupply me with junk while I'm waiting here. Ah, this is my fault. There's no one else to blame but me. That's what hurts the most, I reckon. You know what actually is worrying me? That I'm still occasionally seeing new stuff come in. Now, it could be because... Oh, it's stuck in there. That's gross. That's fine. There ain't much I can do about that. There's even a belt in there? The heck is going on here now? It's alright. Yeah, okay. You are hungry? I will feed. Oh, it doesn't even want to go in there. That's the other problem. Okay, so whatever the mistake is here, I think we might have come back later to finish pulling it all. Ah, the humanity. Whose fault is this? Who needs to suffer for this crime? It's me. I am the only one to suffer for this crime. Oh well. For what it's worth, it does look mostly cleaned up now. No, it's still not great, is it? C for crime. It's a good one. I like that. Okay, so let's just get rid of the solder. This is a crime against humanity. This is what this is. COV. Alright, so most of it's going. Look, I'm just going to let it work through its madness just for a little bit longer and hopefully... Yeah, I'll just let it work through its thing for a little bit because I do want to get some productivity modules first. And I imagine I should be getting some of those too. There are 100 on the way. From where? Right there! They were close. Neat. Alright, madness. There's a SeaBlock and it just kicks a ton of solder and off a cliff. Okay, we could improve that as well. Clearly we needed more than 100 productivity modules. So what do we need, 300 of these? Oh god, no, I'm just going back into the Sparta meme now. No! There is no salvation, only Sparta. Well, that's life for you. Sometimes Sparta comes at you when you don't expect it. How are we doing with the rockets, actually? Rockets? Rocket fuel is actually the problem. RCUs have backed up. It's a little disappointing. Hydrogen gas is the problem. Why is hydrogen gas the problem? It's this stuff again, still. Why? What is the ingredient you're short of? Oh. Oh. Oh no. We're short on brown algae. That's, surprising. Should have had enough brown algae for everyone. Clearly here we are in the algae plant without enough brown algae for people. So hopefully this new amount... you know what? That's another game that I've been meaning to play. The paid version of Doki Doki. I love Doki Doki Literature Club. Like, I think about it a lot, even years after playing it. Well, Solburn, you said just Monica. Who's your gal? You gotta play this now. You don't have to. Yeah, man. There was Doki Doki Literature Plus. It came out. Came out this year, I believe. It added a few more stories. I believe the end of it is probably going to be the same. But they added a few more paths and a few more stories. I don't know exactly what it added, but I mean, hell, I want to support that game because the amount I think about it is ridiculous. But yeah, I do need to pick that up. You didn't like the original? Oh no. That's alright. I don't know why I said oh no like it was actually a problem. It's clearly not a problem, but I love Doki Doki Literature Club like so much. Yeah. Also, I noticed you totally avoided the question. Disappointing. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. You don't actually need to play. Well, just for the record, Natsuki all the way. She was the best. Because apparently, as we learned from the Manga Steel shit going on, Tsundere is my thing. So, crap, that just doubles down on that one, doesn't it? I can't get away from this anymore. Yeah, that was Natsuki. She was the pink-haired one. Wait, do you mean the pink-haired one that was like bright pink, or because Sayori was kind of a duller pink. Anyway, I was a big fan of Natsuki. She was just so tsundere, and how do you not love that? This isn't even where I want these productivity modules. Don't think I like manga or anything, but baka. Manga is literature. Anyway. Probably need to further improve science in a moment. We are doing the purple one at the moment, right? We are, yes. Oh yeah. Some of those save file stuff was really cool. I read a lot about that stuff. I'm not smart enough to figure it out myself, but I've read other people doing it, and I was like, oh damn, that's some creepy shit. I, no joke, probably play it like 3 times in a week because I'm a broken individual, I suppose. But I really liked just like the fact the game would just add extra files while you were playing just to be spooky. And it's like, oh shit, game, you'd be spooky as heck. Yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff in there of like spooky shit. And it was neat. I liked for a while the community was around it. I mean, a story about a serial murderer is not too surprising in Doki Doki Literature Club, let's be honest. Just get it. One shot. Oh, wait. I think I know that one. Let me just double check. One shot game. No, that's not what I'm thinking. I don't know this. Give me a second. What is this? Don't play music. Good. Huh. Overwhelmingly positive. Release date 2016. How did I miss this? Is it long? I mean, how did you miss this? Like everyone, like there's so many games every year. How did you miss it? Jeez, I don't know. How do you miss literally every game that comes out? Well, I mean, that's actually what sold it to me when I was looking at it. It's like, oh, cat protagonist? Not enough of those in the world. Cats are severely underrepresented in video games. I say that jokingly, of course, because so many cats. Anyway, so that should be red circuits back to 15 hours, not too bad. That's doable. This appears to be going all right. Might need some more work on the green circuits. It's because one of the lines is a bit short. Okay, yeah, 8 hours is doable. I don't have quite as much time as I used to have, of course, because, well, this and other things going on, but okay, hopefully that makes everything just a little bit faster. I don't know if it really helped. I feel like it didn't really help that much. What we could do though is this. I don't think that really saturated them. Oh, actually. We go like this. Gonna use a lot of blue circuits. Night in the Woods. No, again, I haven't, but a friend's told me good things about it. Not, he hasn't told me anything about it, just told me that it's good. And, you know, I've been meaning to check it out, but it just hasn't happened yet. Look, I mean, I've got over 1,000 games on my Steam list, most of which I don't care about, but yeah, I've still got a lot of things in there that I'm just like, ah, man, I gotta check that out. And then instead I just buy new games all the time, so, you know, it's my own fault. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of never getting around to anything. I'm concerned about the lack of resin right now. It's not resin that's the problem, it's wood! Serious? Wood, huh? Would you kindly not be a problem? Yeah. I mean, I've had my Steam library for a very long time and it's just been building perpetually. There's not much I can do about it, I just have to let it happen. Okay, so hopefully that will... Well, it looks like it's doing better already, actually. And if we say do that, add a little bit of productivity modules, which we don't have, so that's... Yeah! That's an old meme, but it was a good one. Yeah, I liked the Bioshock series. It was a good series. I know people weren't super fond of Infinite, but I liked it. I never finished Bioshock 2 just because my game had a weird thing that I think it was actually one of the little sisters. And so when the little sister died, so did the game. Yeah, it was a bit buggy on my machine at the time, and just every time I killed the first little sister, my game crashed as she screamed. It did that weird thing, like, you know when computers crash when there's the audio file playing, and it just screams, but it gets the source, like, it's ah! You're like, oh, shit. The little sister was the computer, apparently. This train does not get a lot of action anymore. I guess I don't really do a lot of building now, do I? No, not little sister, big sister. No, I mean big sister, I mean big sister. Little sisters, I didn't kill them. Oh, that's gonna get me some bad points. No, I never killed little sisters, only big sisters. You know, the ones that would sort of like jump and leap. Didn't like them. And also they caused my computer to literally die, so... Yeah. No, I wouldn't harm the little sisters. Like, I love the first game, like when you first encounter little sister. And it's like the game, if you wanted to be a complete dick, it was the one that the little girl is just crying and trying to escape you, and you're just like, man, I was gonna be a villain here, but maybe that's a dick move. Like, I wasn't ever gonna be a villain. I heard about the game, I'm like, I'm gonna save little sisters, but really that game, there was no benefit for killing them. Like, it was actually more beneficial to keep them all alive, just you got better gear. And that was a little disappointing, honestly. Like, I would have liked it if the little sisters gave you better gear, but just tried to make you feel like you're a bad person without actually saying, you are a bad person, hashtag bad person as you. As some games do, of course, do that. I mean, it doesn't really give you that much power, does it? Like, because the little sisters are always there, like, giving you the gift boxes. And, you know, when you get enough gift boxes, it doesn't take long at all before, like, oh, you can just turn, like, the big daddies against whatever the heck you're fighting. And, yeah, if you got a big daddy on your side, you ain't got no problems anymore. We might actually need to... get more aluminium in here somehow. I think we've got a shortage of aluminium, but we just really need more red circuits. So can we push these maybe even a notch faster than we're currently doing? Possibly. Because we just need more of these boards and everything will be good. The idea I could go with is to get rid of like one of these things. So let's just try this real quick. If this doesn't work, we can always cancel it out. So it's doing 2000. Can we get a better number? 34.56 per second. Okay. So if we get rid of, say, those, and then put in this with speed modules, goes to 39, so an extra 4 a second. Okay, you know what? No, I know how to speed that up better. Crimes! Okay. Speed! I can't spell speed clearly. It's alright, I tried, and that's what matters. Please give me speed modules. I wish them. You know what I actually don't wish? I don't wish this to exist anymore, so let's turn off my roboskeleton and just get rid of these. Gives my bots something to do for a little while as well, as they disassemble all of this. Is there any speed modules in here that I can just steal? I can steal 3 of them. You know what, quite frankly, 3 will do. Okay, so if we put these ones in, we should get some incredible amounts of speed. 52. I was at 36 before, right? So yeah, 20 more a minute is actually pretty impressive. To the point that we may have some resource issues. In fact, we've immediately run into resourcing issues. Well, okay. You win some, you lose some. This is like a full belt though, isn't it? Probably not helped by slowing things down. Because technically I suppose it's only going at blue speed if you do that. So if you do this, you should be going at purple speed. And immediately that's doing way better. Yeah, okay, that's good. 282 games you haven't played. Is that on Epic or just in general? Because I know I've got way more than that. I mean, it's not a contest. At least it's not meant to be. Ah, okay. Wait, what's Trelio? I said okay like I know what you're talking about, but I'm like, no, what's Trelio? I don't know. I've never heard of this. I've been playing a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 because I was like, I need to give this a go. Seems neat. I haven't gotten too far into it yet, but I've started it. Can't finish a game without starting it first. That's my strange opinion, I suppose. But yeah, just being a cowboy, shooting stuff. That's fun. Ah, cool. This is going okay. Again, I would really love to output priority that way. And if actually we did another one like that, and then sped it up a notch or two. Well, it sounds like a good way to, you know, monitor things, so sweet. Really, I just want to make sure that these are always going at top speed, because these are the most efficient ones. And sure enough, that's doing okay. Don't know where this is going. It's probably going to... Ah, it's making these blue circuits. Okay, well, blue circuits needed as well. Some weird sites I don't want to know. It's too much information. I kid. We're all adults here. Well, I actually don't know that. I said we're all adults here, but I actually have no idea if we're all adults here. It's a bold claim to make. Humble, yep. We're all adults here. Well, that is not untrue. What I could probably do is turn these into faster inserters, and probably also just get more of the reds out of the way. Like, I really don't want these reds, and they are being exiled whenever I see them. I originally had a plan that I was just going to cover the entire base with one of these upgrade paths, but it turned out real bad because my computer froze for like a minute. And it was very awkward on stream, so I don't want to do that again. It was scary. This can be upgraded as well. This can be upgraded to that. Likewise, upgrade or speed up, speed up, speed up. Now, I believe we're running out of power occasionally. We're back to 7.1 gigawatts, so that's cool. Don't know when or how that happened. I certainly didn't do anything about it, but I know that I said I would, but I did not, because I am a liar. Yes, they are. So that's why I'm not too worried about like doing all these upgrades. Like, yeah, sure, it's a little bit of more resources required, but overall, it's not too bad. I think it's time to stop this and go back into the yellow one. The yellow one does take a little bit longer, but hopefully with the extra red circuits we're getting in, this results in something slightly better. Yes, all other buildings should be upcycled as well. So the way I've got the factories working, my little mall, is they should only be outputting if they don't see a certain number of things in the system. And so, for instance, if there are, say, 1,000 red belts, it won't output any more red belts. And so if it's needing to, it'll take them out of the system through the warehouses that I've got. That's the intent anyway. I believe it's working, but I've never really double checked everything because it'll take me forever. Now these are processing, which is good. I'm seeing more purple sciences come through, but I still need like 200,000 of those. How's yellow science going while I'm thinking about it? Because we did just switch over to yellow. Not filtered, just storage chests. It's a big storage warehouse that is just full of crap. It is rather miraculous that it hasn't killed us yet. Tungsten is a problem. One that we need to fix, like, literally now. Because we ain't making any yellow science. And if we ain't making any yellow science, this will take forever. Have I actually completed any of these tasks lately? Silicon for yellow. I'm still not happy with red chip, so I'm going to leave that one there. Nitinol's probably doing okay if it wasn't for the lack of nickel. We could probably get more nickel in if we needed to, which, honestly, I think we probably do. Tungsten literally means heavy stone. Oh. If I remember rightly, tungsten used to be called wolfram as well, but I don't know why. But that's still a cool fact. I'm pretty excited by that one. Okay, so we're standing here. That's cool. I like standing here. Why am I standing here? Is it still called wolfram in other countries? I just assumed that was like just an old name for it and no one calls it that anymore. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of tungsten coming through. Why not? Oh my god. Because I'm an idiot. No. Oh, no, it's not the reason, but could have been. Okay, I see a warehouse full of a lot of fluorite ore. I have no plan for it. I was told by Kiwi Hawk that if you upgraded tungsten, you could get rid of it. But in true SeiferKatt fashion, I ignored his useful advice and just kept going. Huh. Well, there you go. Thank you. Thank you for the info. So, we need more tungsten. Now, it's slow here for reasons. What are those reasons? They ain't good, that's what I'll tell you. So we're just going to continue to speed things up and hope that that helps. What might be good actually is, can I... No. Yes, I'm aware of that. That's how I remember that what tungsten's called. That's how I remember the sneaky trick. I can't help but notice we don't have a lot of bacons. That's not good. I love bacon. Why do we not have bacons? We should have bacons. Okay, well we're gonna have to go and check the factory in a moment anyway, so... Hopefully this will create more... Doesn't look like it's being too slow. But then again, if we could speed it up just a tad, I see no harm in that. I've immediately lost the thing that I click like a million times every episode. Okay, we are having shortages of power now, so... Probably shortages for a while. Yeah, it looks like we've had shortages for a while. Okay, so we probably need to go fix that. I'm seeing tungsten coming through. That's good. Just really speed that one up. And hopefully that all results in a lot more tungsten at the end. It's not really resulting in a lot of tungsten, that's the problem. Oh, because it's also going tungsten powder, which I think is super cool, and I think we all love tungsten powder. Like, I've never heard anyone speak bad about tungsten powder. But... I don't want it. What we're going to do is we're just going to steal a bunch of tungsten powder. And we're going to chuck it into the mixers. Just so we can get some more tungsten plates a little bit faster. Now I recognize it is also going that way, but that's alright. Powder. Oh, soul burn. Soul burn. No. Bad. Not really, it was pretty funny. Okay, so that should have improved tungsten a decent amount, hopefully. So, there's a couple of things I want to do, which one... Actually, do I want nickel to figure out how to get nickel into there? Could just do a really long belt. That is an answer to a lot of my problems in life. And I think the answer that I'm going to take is, yeah, real long belt. Just standing on the train line there, that's absolutely fine. Ain't no harm come to you by doing that. So this is my warehouse of shit. There is labs in here, there is steam turbines apparently, there's plastic, there's a bunch of stuff that really shouldn't be there. But also, I'm not taking it out. Because that's the sort of rebel I am. Now, where the heck are my... Here they are. Not enough insulated wire. I never have actually. I really just use request requested passive providers and storage. I don't ever use buffers. Actually, there was something else here. I had silicon yellow. So let's see if we can... I don't think it's needed right now though, to be fair. Seems like it's fine. Because we're lacking tungsten mostly. Okay, so I'd like to get more nitinol made. So I still have silicon yellow on the to-do list, and I will leave that there because I'm not going to fix it now because quite frankly it doesn't need to be fixed now. Certainly in the future it'll need to be fixed, but not now. That's good enough for me. These probably need to be upgraded another notch. What? My inventory is too full for those? Alright. If it's future, that's good enough for me? Absolutely. I do need to figure out that, you know what? Let's add insulated wires. Wires for network. Just so I don't forget about it. Meanwhile, I'm coming over here for a reason that I've forgotten about. Wasn't power. Nope, it's absolutely gone what I wanted. Completely forgotten. Never to be remembered again. Oh, it was nickel. I remember now. I wanted to get nickel so I could make lots of nitinol. I do know about inventory locking, yes, but I don't do it. Because it's a crime. It's not a crime, I just don't do it. There's no reason for it. I just can't be bothered setting it up. Okay, you want to save right now, do you? Okay, cool. Thanks, game. I appreciate you taking your time out right at that exact moment. Okay, so we go down. At some point, the drones will be able to enter my inventory once more, but not yet. Now, there was a better way to do this that didn't involve just laying a thick belt across the ground. I mean, they'll figure it out. See, there they are. My bots are pretty smart, despite the fact I harass them for being stupid all the time. That was an interesting railroad of emotions right there. And we want to input priority that side. Okay, so that should make sure that we've got plenty of nitinol in the future. Just make sure the nickel is coming. That is true. And we're going to just do one of these jibbity jabbers. just to bulk up the belt. Bulk the belt! Bulk the belt! Bulk the belt! Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, the belt has been bulked. That's probably a better idea. But then I need to have a book and you know what, next time. Next factory I'll do that. Because next factory I got some grand ideas about slightly better train networks. It's still going to be a little bit spaghetti, but I'm going to try and make it a little bit less spaghetti. Because I will never forget the spaghetti, as they say. I need to stop making alien artifacts as well. Also, I need less of these. Okay, so less of... I just don't need these orange... or these... Yeah, but I kind of like them being here. Aside from there's one there that I don't actually use. One I don't use. Oh, are you serious? Oh. Well, so I can just do that. And then I can... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, that's happened. Thank you. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, thank you very much for that. Good tip. Okay. So that should stop making orange and blue artifacts. I haven't needed those for a while. Okay, so... We've improved nitinol production. I suppose the next thing we do is just get more red circuits, because frankly that's something we're always going to need. Yeah, I know, right? You are absolutely correct. I would love it if... Well, hang on, how many rockets have we launched lately? We had a short break there, but now we're launching rockets pretty quickly. And if we could speed up the rocket fuel just a tad, we'd probably get even more. So why is this not going faster? Because these are slow. Okay, we'll be faster. Probably not helping that we're trying to do it with fast inserters. Although, yeah, should be alright. The only problem is we might be running out of algae. Good news is we can always make more algae. If only I had more algae plants on me, which I don't carry algae plants on me apparently. It's a little bit of a annoyance. Okay, so we're going to need some algae plants. But then, then the real shit begins. Nope, nope. X. So this output's 96 per minute. Oh. Oh, it's inside the construction zone. Fantastic. Okay, and with this... we can expand this way. Now you may say, well, why are you doing it this way? It's like, cause I'm gonna output to... It's not quite what I wanted to do, but that's alright, we'll sort that in a moment. Alright. Cool, so that should give me... Nope. Yes. And that should hopefully produce a lot more of this alginic acid that we need. However, now we've got another problem, of course. Wouldn't be life without another problem, would it? The good news is, we do have this sort of thing planned out. We can just do another one. And we just gotta bust a little hole in the ground. Bam! I've got a broken pipe. Thank you. The auto-rotate thing? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean with like pumps or? I don't know that one. Now when these electrolyzers turn up, we should see, is that the electrolyzers? No, they're just coming to charge. Rude. Just immediately here we go, more sodium hydroxide, getting it in, hopefully making more stuff. We also have a thing that if we have too much sodium hydroxide, it turns into sodium hydroxide solution. Wait, what? Okay, let's deal with something that we've got more belts of, shall we? What? Yeah, no, I don't use it because I don't like it, not because I didn't know it existed. I think that's pretty I had no idea that was there. That's news to me. That is another cool quality of life thing. No, I absolutely didn't know that existed, and I am absolutely gobsmacked. My gob has been smacketh. I didn't even know it was there. That's a cool feature. Another cool feature by Woob. Well done, guys. I believe at some point they're coming out with paid DLC, and I will buy it regardless, just to support the madmen continuing this bullshit. Because madmen and women, I assume it's probably got some women in their team. I hope they've got some women in their team, but I honestly don't know. Oh look, I will be there day one. Even if they say it's not ready, I will do the same things they did with Oxygen Not Included. So Oxygen Not Included, they are releasing the DLC Spaced Out, and I bought it immediately because I'm like, no, I'll buy it early access. So I'll support them for that. I bought Spaced Out for early access as well, just because I wanted to support them. I really haven't played it much because, quite frankly, it's not done. But you know, I want to be there. Okay. But yeah, I mean, if someone says I don't want to buy it on release, I mean, on early access release, I mean, that's fine, and I fully support that. It's just, You know, they made us an amazing game that I have honestly not paid enough for. I mean, that is true. I have not paid enough for this game. Normally people would never say that, but I have absolutely not paid enough for this. You know what we need to do? We need to do some more of these. I love their policy of never putting the game on sale. Like, I think that is such a fantastic idea because this game's an absolute steal at the price that it's on. And the demo does mean you do get a good taste from the demo to actually know if it is something you're interested in. So, am I still running out of sodium hydroxide? Maybe. Look, let's just upgrade that as well. I think sodium hydroxide still might be a little bit of a problem. I mean, this is going to be a stupid question, but do we do another one of these? And I think the answer is yeah, we do. I think the answer is we definitely do another one of these. It's absolutely a little bit of a mess now with the way I'm doing it, but since when did I ever care about making a mess, right? I'm so tempted to put like a joke about me like making absolute messes in games in my review for what's the game called that I'm doing a review for? Oh my god, it's absolutely Sunshine Heavy Industries. I'm so tempted to make that joke, and I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I kind of want the review to stand on its own, so I haven't done that. What I feel are obvious reasons. Well, I just told you the reasons. But I'm tempted, but I'm like, no. I've resisted it like 2 or 3 times, and I got to keep resisting it. Hello? I don't really want this stuff. Can you please build my facility? Thank you. Great. And that'll be more sodium hydroxide. Really? It's 2.5 hours to be the tutorial. Are you serious? That's a long tutorial. Well, even 10 hours is a long tutorial. But I mean, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes, you know? You know what? New plan. The new plan is we are going to really try and buffer it a little bit more. And hopefully that doesn't really cause too much of a problem, but we will prepare for it just in case it is. Now the problem is ammonia gas again. I just want these rockets launched. We still have 2 more things in there that we need to put in there. So why are we not launching more rockets? Still not enough catalysts, huh? Okay, well, it's the problem that we don't have enough of this. I don't think it is, but can't hurt. In fact, that's actually really helped it already. Are there any not... yes, there's quite a few. There's just things I haven't really needed. Portable solar panels. I use fusion power. I don't care. Coolant. I didn't use coolant at all this run. That is one of the things I will be changing for my next run. But yeah, there's a few things there that I'm just like, meh, don't really need. And some of them have been correct and some of them have been mistakes. And I think science has crapped out on me again. Uh, any of the biological sciences will take me a little bit longer than that, unfortunately. The biological sciences do take a while. Okay, so how are we doing for my to-do list? Insulated wires for networks. Well, I guess I still haven't done that. Rocket fuel, I've improved it. Deuterium, do we build a new power plant? Very soon. I mean, look, I think we just should get a new power plant up and running. I think that's a known thing. But yeah, any of the biological sciences will actually take me a little while. Because quite frankly, it's just something that I didn't upgrade get any of the farm upgrades. Didn't upgrade my trees as much as I could have. I just did the stuff that I needed. Okay, so insulated wires. This is super quick. Passive provider chest. Where are the wires? Yo, where my wires at? No, seriously, where my wires at? Please tell me where my wires at. I do not know. Okay, my wires are at here. Okay, connect to logistics network. Insulated wires less than, say, 200. 500. No reason to go small number. Yeah, power's probably a problem. Let's go get that sorted out. So, what do we need? Another 6 deuterium reactors, which I don't even know if we actually ever have that many around. We need heat exchangers, like, we never upgraded those max. Don't really care either. Turbines, we never upgraded these to max, but again, don't care. We want like 100 of those. And we need some heat pipes, like, let's go 200 of those. I'm actually surprised we don't see a lot of Nishnal still. I'll have to double check that when I get up back to my base. Which I have run past yet again. Nishnal is coming. Just a bit slow. Is there any reason for it to be a bit slow? I would have expected that to not be a problem. Well, I can't help but feel there's no... Okay. Don't get mad at the factory. There! I didn't mean to do this. Didn't do it intentionally. Anyway, this should be a new world of Nishnal. Okay, so power. Now, I imagine we should be getting some more reactors very soon. Once it gets more tungsten carbide plate, which I don't know why it's not getting that. It just takes a while because it's a fast inserter rather than a stack inserter. Well, look, let's just start getting connected and we'll work from there. Look, you know what? We do this every time. Every time we do this, we're like, oh, geez, I don't have 6 of these. Let's make 6 of these at all times. I don't think we'll ever need to do this again. Oh, why did I say that? Because these things generate like about 1 gigawatt each. And that should be fine. Okay. You know what? It's still a little slow. We could make it faster. Maybe after we get to the fourth one and then we'll call it for starting to make it. Not calling it for the evening. I've still got at least 45 minutes unless I decide to go longer. I did start early today, so I could go a little bit longer. But we'll see. We'll see how we feel when we get there. Just the vast amount of resources to build this is kind of extreme. Okay. It's time to build another deuterium reactor. I like building these. It's kind of fun. I don't build them very tidily. I like my new way of doing it, where it's a little bit distributed. Actually, could I even chuck in more from this? No, that's not quite what I wanted. Heat. Like 0.014 gigawatts. I don't care enough about that. What I could do, though, is... This is probably going to be a really stupid idea, but could I just... Oh, I could just chuck it here. No, it's stupid. Don't do that. Where am I going to put this one? Put it over here. There's plenty of room over here. Okay, so that goes back into, say, that goes the outline. Oh, look, I'm doing the thing, guys. I like doing the thing. Okay. Oh, you can do it backwards too. Hell yes. Okay. So we're going to make a lot of deuterium right now, but that's alright. And then of course it needs to be split to come into the facility. Because ain't nothing going to happen if we don't get it in. And then of course it got to go back out. You know what? It's never going to be going to quite the amount that... That's alright. I still appreciate you being in here. Okay, so... Let us begin to find homes for these things. That is one short. In fact, why is that all like down one? That doesn't make any sense. And of course we're going to blast a hole in the ground. Didn't damage anything this time. That's pretty surprising actually. Okay, so with that we have some degree of power. Water-fill boom is scary. Like, it does hurt me more than it should. And we're just going to put this down, say, over here. Next to these worms. Oh boy. Maybe we need to bring the Venga bus around. They're pretty excited about me being here, and I don't like that. I don't even get the finger bus in here, that's the problem. I mean, yeah, it's a difficult one. We build here, hopefully this... no, the worms are okay with it, surprisingly enough. I'm certainly surprised the worms are okay. Maybe the worms have learned to be civilized. That's not likely, of course. Okay, so all we need now is 3 more reactors. A few more of the... oh, I guess we probably need to connect that up as well, don't we? How? Like that. And they are, of course, currently producing 0 power. It's okay. Okay, and with that, the temperatures are starting to rise. Fantastic. Okay, and we need to do another couple of undergroundy bits. Probably the right way would be good. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Those in there. Get some more water in there. Did it without blowing up something this time. That's pretty cool. Pretty rare. Still no worm attacks. Things are civilized. Okay. So the temperatures are increasing. Which is what we were expecting. Also kind of hoping for. I don't think we have the temperatures that we need right now for that, but it will be producing about 500 megawatts of power. You know, you got to do the sort of pop thing when you do that. Because ain't nothing more powerful than a powerful pop. Deuterium, we have 106,000 units of it. So that's a good number. And I imagine we should get the last 3 deuterium reactors when we get back to the base. Sure enough, the entire base is very excited about my return. We're still missing one. Really? What are we missing? Lead? Missing lead. It's on its way though. How much lead do we need? 500. Okay, well. It's on its way, it won't be too far behind, so I might as well wait here for a moment. And then science will be pretty good. There it comes. Nope, that's not all of it. Okay, there we go. Now we don't want any more of those for certain. I assume we don't want any more of these, but we'll just tag them down to 0. My FTL research is doing pretty well, actually. I'm pretty excited about that. There's still a lot more rockets that need to be launched, though, which is why I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, and we need to power that, which is actually pretty easy powering. There it goes. And have any of these turned on yet? Nope, not even one of them. Little disappointing, but okay. We'll get there. And this is probably the easiest one ever because we're not even building in the water. Oh yeah, that's steam. Fool. But yeah, that's not even in the water. Like that's literally a CNC block. They put it in there. They put the CNC block. Could you imagine making C block and forgetting the C? You'd be like, oh, guys, we made a mistake. We didn't put the C in there. Like, you'd be the laughing stock of the industry. The C block industry. So okay, we are starting to get power. 7.3 gigawatts, and I assume that'll only be growing as temperatures continue to rise. Seven point 7.4. We get 7.5? We can? Okay, so it'll probably get to about... It'll probably get as high as we need it to go for now. We can... Do we bother improving it one more time? Yeah, you know what? We will. We'll do one more build. Just over here. Just so that way, when we need it, we have just... All we gotta do is just connect some things together and we're done. Or done skis, as some people say. Okay, there's a pipe going through there. That's fascinating. Dunzo is another one. Yeah, absolutely. Solburn. Dunzo is a popular one around here, I'll be honest. Okay. Now, I don't know if this will actually finish, but it'll certainly try. They're all going for now, which gives me 7.9 gigawatts. It's pretty good, actually. Pretty happy about that. And we will make a dash in the water. Ooh, already it's heating up, huh? I didn't anticipate it to get quite to the point of making steam yet, but here we are. Make my steam, boy. It's not actually doing anything right now because it's not connected to power, so let's connect to power. Excuse me. Now it is currently consuming nothing, which is far from ideal. But if we can't get it all up, then all of a sudden we get a bit more steam going on. We're at 8.6 gigawatts now, and honestly, we can probably leave that there. I think that's a lot of power. I don't think we need to expand that any further than... Oh, what? Okay, don't know where those other 3 deuterium reactors came from, so it makes me feel like we may have produced too many. Oh well. What I do see though is we've got beacon 3s now, so my insulated wires are going through. And power is back at a good place. That's where we want to be with power, just too much. Like any fascist will tell you, you can never have too much power. Why we bring up fascism? I literally do not know. But, you know, it's true. Okay, so, we should be seeing a lot more nitinol. Why are we not seeing a lot more nitinol? Oh, because they are, it's not that we're not seeing it, it's just that it's so slow. Because it's just a regular inserter. It could be faster than that. And if you went like this, it'd really cause a problem. Cool, so that should make us have a lot more green belts. Still really want to consume a lot of them for the bearings, but that's okay. Green is the highest it goes. Yes, green is 75 items per second. The ultimate transport belt. I know there are mods that go faster, but I'd have to mod the mod. No, I wouldn't. I just have to download another mod and chuck it on top. But it's not like that's a big deal, let's be honest. Okay, we really don't need many of those anymore. Okay, so they should be producing lots of these now when they get around to it. It's making it. That's the thing that matters. It is making it. Alright, so let's go back to science and see what needs to be done. Let's start with purple because that's always that's the problem child at the moment. Now, the problem with purple is not here. Here's good. Is it still red circuits? Yep, still red circuits. Now, is that because they're saturated somewhere or out train? It doesn't look like it's saturated anywhere. It just looks like we just need more red circuits. That's all it really looks down like. We're not making them because not enough transistors? Interesting, but if you look here, the transistors are completely... Wait. Why are we not have transistors here? Oh. Oh, got a problem with copper tinned copper wire, huh? Okay, well we can fix a little bit of that by including productivity and then speed modules like we've done millions of times before. If I can find speed modules, it'll tend to work a bit better. There's pipe running straight through where I'd normally put speed modules. That's cool. Wow, literally none of that worked the way I wanted it to. That's frustrating. Oh, no, that one works. Okay, they all did actually fit. That's cool then. These are beacon 2s. They're not even the largest beacons, so just two beacon 2s. And then you've got beacon 3s, which are like even bigger. Beacon 2s are usually enough. And quite frankly, actually, with this, we are doing pretty well and could probably even speed up these belts. Okay, so why do we not have enough copper? Because we should be having tons of copper. Seriously, what's your problem, copper? You're lazy? Do we have a case of lazy copper? Happens sometimes. Okay, get some crystallizer 2s and let's improve the copper. Because while it's good that we've increased efficiency, or productivity rather, these are still not quite as fast as they should be. Oh, crystallizer 1s. No, gross, no. No. No, we don't do crystallizer 1s anymore, guys. What are we thinking? It's filthy. No. Oh, right. What? We've got... Gosh. Okay. Get rid of the crystallizer 1s, give me crystallizer 2s. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I've been given Doritos. I am very pleased with this offering. I don't know why I say offering. I'm not some cat that just meows. Actually, yes I am, but it's not the point. I'm absolutely a cat that just meows. Okay, so we got a case of lazy copper, but the gotta say, the changes that we've made here have done some good. But if we get some more copper in, then we should be in a much better place. Copper's pretty easy to increase. That's tin, copper. And we're going to just turn all these into blues as well. Thankfully, I've got real good bots. They never need charging. We may need to go and get some more blue belts. In fact, we do. Wow, that took a lot more belts than I thought it would. Please tell me the reason I didn't have more belts was because I just used a lot and not because I got a production deficiency that I was previously unaware of. I'm so scared. Please. Wow, we actually may not have enough right now. What is the slowdown? Aluminium. Really? It's slow for no real reason. It's just slow because it's slow. Damn it. Damn it, Soulburn, rating it at 10 out of 10. Okay. I might do this real quick. Let's get some extra aluminium in there. Alright, well you take care, Soulburn. See you next time. Thanks for coming. As for the rest of you, you're not stuck in here with me. I'm stuck in here with... Wait. Never mind. I'm just going to keep playing Factorio. Okay, so... with that... what? With that what? So we've got more belts coming. We do not have enough. We've only got 800, but they will be coming. With their newfound aluminium strength, we need to make sure transistors are faster, which we are working on. Oh, that's right. We're working on it by making copper faster. I stood there hoping that train would hit me, but it didn't because it's a coward. Trains are getting a lot more cowardly now they know they can't hurt me. Okay, I'm seeing... oh no, a shortage of mineral sludge. No, not again. A shortage of mineral sludge is something I never want to admit. Because then I'd have to figure out how to get more mineral sludge. It is... the trains networks are still going pretty well though. I'm pretty happy with these guys. There's usually a train that supplies minerals to this area. But... yeah. Okay, here's a thought. If we put productivity modules in here, how much does that slow it down by? That slows it down to 1.2, so it does slow it down than any of the other ones, so that's not great. I don't like that. Of course, here's the train. And the train usually does a pretty good job of getting all this going again. Alright, you know what? We're gonna upgrade these as well. And we might modernize some of the tin copper wires as well, so it doesn't need quite as much tin or copper. Because I know some... see, that's not optimized. You're just making tin copper wire. That's gross. Don't do that. Be better. Okay, so we may have caused like a small power brownout there, but that's alright. Everything's fine. And of course we need to speed these up as well. And of course that's great, but let's upgrade this to the power of blue belts. Heck yeah, that's what we're talking about. Blue belts for days. Okay, so that will make these a little bit more productive. And hopefully mean that these aren't as problematic as they were before. Now, these have already been improved, but the problem is copper is a nasty, nasty thing that you can never really have enough of. I love it. Doesn't really matter how much work you put into this game. You just always never have it. You just never have enough copper. There's nothing you can do about it. We're already refining copper the best we can here, which is cool. Can we improve any other copper areas? Not really. Hopefully there's making more aluminium though. Oh, sorry. Advanced belts though. This is... oh, you know what? These are not optimized. So what we're going to do is we are going to optimize them. First, just by making them faster, then by making them heckin' slower, and then by speeding them up again. And then by figuring out how the heck to... I love how that last one is the one that's causing the huge problems in the entire base. Okay. Okay, and then of course it deals with the wires way better, but of course it doesn't know how to deal with its emotions. Like a true Cinder, it truly loves the factory, but it just needs help with giant inserter arms. It's the true way of the Cinder. Okay, so now it's a little bit more productive, and the copper is used in a better way. And hopefully that means that's less of a problem. Now, I was hoping that these would actually be sorted out, and while it certainly has improved by quite a great deal, actually, I would have liked to see more. Oh no, it's going all the way. Never mind, that's perfect. The only thing I'd probably want to do is... Yeah, and all, these are actually beginning to back up. That's good. This is where we want to be. So what we could do is a... Let's just speed all that up. Speed all that up. I don't know if I have enough belts for this. I do not. Point is, it's trying. And maybe that's the most important thing in life. So we are going to need some more ultimate belts, but that's okay. I am seeing a lot more production of these, which should in turn result in a lot more red circuits. In theory. Except not. Because I still do not seem to have enough of the blimmin'... Oh, did I just get hit by a train? That was 148 ultimate belts. Oh, computer's chunking a little bit right now. It's a struggling. I mean, the factory's huge, so you kind of gotta forgive it for that, I suppose. And there's a lot of fluids going around, which also slows the whole thing down. Yeah, it's, my computer's struggling. My computer's not bad, but this is a big factory. A lot of stuff going on it. That's plastic. Okay. Cool. You can just keep putting plastic through there. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to do this. Hopefully it didn't get any Nisnol in it. It didn't. Great. We don't have any Nisnol in our plastic by mistake. Phew. Could have happened. But Nisnol is coming through, and that is good. That's what we want to see. We could probably turn that into a stack inserter, honestly. Pick up from there as well. Just be more aggressive. Okay. So let's go back to Big Red. No, it did alright actually. I would hope that all these are now going. Still do have a little bit of a shortage, and for those we can probably speed them up with some productivity modules. Because at this point, because let's have a look at this. At this point, transport belts, even ultimates, are requiring too much. They're only getting through half a belt at best. That's not happening. So the best way to deal with this is just to pull the speed modules out. And yeah. Because these will never get enough through otherwise. And I mean, I have a funny feeling that's still not going to be enough. 0.6, yeah, it's still not enough. But it is getting further along at the very least, and that's the best I can do for it. But yeah, look, lots is being made. That's what really matters. And what we could do if we felt so inclined, and I'm almost wondering if we do, is to build another line of these. Just to try and get a little bit more out of it. Because the delay is really that we don't have enough of these things. So what I might do, using the power of turbo belts apparently, Prescape, don't worry, I'm actually planning to go for a little bit longer, so don't you worry about that. I'm having a lot of fun today, so I'm probably going to go for another hour. So even though I see a 3-hour stream, it's going to be a 4-hour stream. So don't worry about it. I gotcha. Okay, so the hope is if we do this right... Sorry, I made myself laugh when I thought about the idea of me doing something right. Good evening. And good morning. I got confused there. Okay, I forgot how to control X. I was trying to use a different key combination. Funny thing about the control X combination, if you try another key, it doesn't work. It's strange that way. Okay, and put it there. Put it there. Put it there. And finally, there. So that gives me a little bit more space to hopefully make more of these belts. And that's actually pretty exciting. We don't have enough ultimate belts, but that's alright. And we will go output priority that way. But I see no reason why we can't put a cheeky belt through here. Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh shit, not again. Stop! Okay. Did anything get through? Yes! Oh shit. Not again. Okay, I think the danger is past. Okay. We cool now? I think we're cool now. That was almost a disaster. It's funny, the last time that disaster happened was around here too. Suspicious. And that also needs to be not a full line, and that's an important part of this. Because a full line would cause problems. So we are going to split this using a ultimate splitter. And we are going to... Does this work like this? I don't know. I guess we'll find out real soon, won't we? No, it does not work out quite like that. It's alright. That's why we do it. Now we know. Okay, and I would just want those to be real fast. Okay, now the next part is solder, which we have a ton. Oh, look, welcome, Gims. You didn't see the belt contamination before. The belt contamination before started here, and it got all the way through here. And it was because of this part where it tries to take the boards to the most productive part. It kept spinning, and it wouldn't go away. It was pretty bad. So, hence why I was saying, oh no, not again, because it happened today and it was really, really bad, and I was not pleased. But that's alright. I'm a brave boy and I don't cry. I cry all the time. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a little ashamed. It was fairly early on, so I've been playing a lot with the the red circuits today, because a lot of what I need just is expanding on them. It's frustrating. It's all stuff that I should have done ages ago, to be fair. That's alright, it's getting done. That's what matters. And we're going to put that output priority that way. And then we're going to go like that. And then hopefully we should see some new stuff. Not really new stuff, I suppose, but more stuff. Okay, so these clearly need to be sped up. Thankfully, I've got just the tools for it. I call it an upgrade. It's not a big change, I suppose, but this could be interesting. And hopefully, in this realm of more interesting place, it presents us with more red circuits. The other problem is, I'll stop eating my chip and then I'll talk. I didn't realize the mistake I'd made until it was like a few minutes, so it really got away on me. And that was where it got really bad, because I didn't realize I'd made the mistake for too long. And that's why it just got crazy really quickly. But I fixed it. I did fix it in the end. I don't think I swore. Who knows though for sure. Okay, and with this we are beginning to see some more stuff. What I probably want to do as well as this is I want to split them a little bit. So that way it has a chance to actually, you know. Wow, that was actually enough, huh? So with that and the extra speed, more of these boards are being produced, which should mean more red circuits. Is it enough though? Probably not. I mean, it's a few more. Aluminium's doing just fine. I could always speed these up and make them more productive. I don't know if that's really required. but the belt is looking more full now, so that's really the big strength. And yeah. The only thing that could possibly improve this, or really ruin my life, is if I did something stupid like this. I wouldn't do that because it's stupid. I'm only going to make it with one, because I think one, yeah, it's a little bit heavy for the load, but I think that's alright. Like the last ones might struggle and not get a full production, but he says the back ones, but all of a sudden it looks like not everything is. Okay. So has this actually increased advanced circuit production? God, I hope so. Has advanced circuit production increased today? Yeah, it has actually. It's had its up and down moments, like everything. But yes, it has. And hopefully that means more science is being constructed. Certainly more blue chips will be produced during this. I'm actually surprised and a little bit scared that blue chips aren't saturated. They were saturated for a while, but don't know why they're not anymore. It's a little bit disconcerting. Now we could probably create more red chips in the other part of the factory, but first, how have we done? How have we done? How have we done with purple science? Has that increased speed? Yes, in an awkward way that this is now faster and the other side is now slower. Because tin. So, wait. There's no reason for tin to be slow, it just is. Okay, well, let's not have slow tin. I mean, oldest rule in the book, right? If your tin's slow, just speed up your tin. Shouldn't need to tell anyone that. I'm a little worried about the sulfur, but we'll worry about that later. And it may be over-exaggeration to put the speed modules in there, but we'll put them in there anyway. Okay, and that should hopefully be producing a lot more purple science. Now, yellow science is going to be the next problem. Now I've got a bit of yellow science in there, so that's cool. But all this production, while great... Actually, how are we going with rocket fuel? Rocket fuel maxed out? Well, not maxed out, but rocket fuel is the one backing up. We have 77 rockets. Wow, we've launched like 8 rockets today. Oh no. See the problem, we've gone through... We've probably done some big productions today, so that's... I mean, a lot of blue circuits had to be used. What are they being used for, honestly? Where are you going? Yeah. Huh. Okay, so blue circuits is trying to catch up with a bunch of old productions that we've done, clearly. That's alright, that'll speed up eventually. I mean, blue circuits is actually, like, that's a quarter of a belt, maybe? Maybe? Why is that not going? Not enough of these. And that's because simply transistors don't work like that. We know that now. So what we can do... Oh yeah, that's right. These ones don't do that because they aren't designed to do that. So what we could do, first you get rid of these, otherwise you have problems. We've learnt this. We know this. Just let me build my bloody thing. Thank you. Oh, there's a thing on the ground. Neat. Okay. So what we've learnt is we can now do that. And that'll speed up my blue chip production. And that works. Sure, we had to get rid of one of them, but we get rid of one of them for a lot more of them working, and that's pretty good. Yeah, look, I'm pretty proud of this area. It's doing alright. How are we doing with my modules? How many level 3s do we have chilling out here? 22, 107, 6. Yeah, because a lot of my speed modules are probably going somewhere else. Specifically up to the rocket. Although they're backed up. They're blue modules. Okay, so blue chips are actually being a cause of slowdown at the moment. Interestingly enough as well, the belt is pretty full right now. So what we'll do is just a really quick split and a really quick, I said a really quick, this is not quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Panics. Okay. No! Okay. Okay, so we've got a full red belt coming down now. That is wonderful news. Full red belt? No, it's full blue belt. That's even better. Well, is it a full blue belt? It's only a full blue belt if it's blue all the way down. It's full enough. I mean, blue enough. Yeah, it's blue as heck. Whereas the common line is, I have blue myself. I like how I said common line as if it's a thing that people say all the time. It is a good line from Arrested Development though, so I'll take that. Okay, and more changing everything into from red to blue. I wonder how many red... No, yeah, I wonder how many red belts I've even got left these days. Seems like it doesn't matter how many I get rid of, there's always more of them. It's going well. Okay, so purple science, I'm happy with it for the first time in quite a while. Let's just look at it again, confirm that I'm happy with it. Could be happier still. Tin, still a problem. Why is tin a problem? Not lead. We may have had a shortage of tin for a while, that could have happened. And then we had a short tin problem. We may have run into a further tin problem. Pink, absolutely fine. Might even need to turn off pink at some point. Yeah, look, tell you what. I'll let pink get down to, say, here. And then I'll let it back up. You know, guys, gotta give me a second. I am just going to take a quick break. When I come, I'm just going to run some ads even. I can click the button. But I will just be a moment. So don't go anywhere and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back for reals. I said that like 4 times before I actually got it sorted out. Uh, Sorry for the delay. I am back now. Let's continue. So, yellow science. Yes, I remember now. I remember like it was yesterday. I always love that joke. It's so stupid. I remember like it was yesterday. It was today. Okay, so the problem is still these things. Tungsten, still problem. Really? It's making no tungsten. I thought we fixed that. Clearly not. Ah! I got water all over myself. Classic mistake. Rookie mistake. Oh well. Sometimes one's a rookie at drinking water. Ah! Thank you, Tyrannosaurus Hacks. I appreciate that. That was a button I put in there. That scares the shit out of me every time. Okay, so, oh, it's one of those. Fantastic. I haven't dealt with one of those stupid designs in quite a while. Okay, so we used to have an idea that we wanted to really make a lot of land. That stopped being a problem a long time ago. But turns out that I thought it'd be good if I just continue dealing with this problem. It is always startling. I'll give you that. There's a couple of people who just like to come in and that's the first thing they do. So it is fun actually. I really enjoy it. It is. Where's my liquefiers? There. I really enjoy it, but it does always startle me, and I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. So this is going to make some mineralized water, which I frankly do not need anymore. But we just got to get rid of this stuff. And we're going to just put a little bit of a hole right here. Do not stand on the hole, it will hurt you. I was testing that out off stream one day, and yes, it does kill you. Instantly. Don't know if it still kills you when you got armor on, but I ain't going to find out now. That sounds like a bad idea. Okay, so. That should allow my tungsten to continue being made. Oh, Ore Crusher 2s! How exciting! How excitingly quaint. Okay, so that's too many. Tungsten shall proceed. That is interesting. I like these ore refineries. I've never had the reason to build the last ones. I mean, I suppose I could. It's not like it's hard, but I'm just like, you know what? Let's not even lie to ourselves. We're not doing that. The trick is, with lying to yourself, is one day you gotta stop lying to yourself, and I'm not lying to myself anymore. Okay. That lets it build up a few. Okay, and tungsten should be a thing once more. Once it gets around to it. Which hopefully won't take too long. It's more the surprisingness of the loud train. Like I said, one of my friends likes to come on and just make that loud train sound, and he learnt that if he says hi and then plays the sound, it doesn't scare me, so he just plays the sound. You know, good friend, good friend. I kid, he is actually a good friend despite his, you know, unavoidable problem. He's Australian, he can't help it. Ah, so mean. I actually have nothing against Australians, it's just fun to like pretend like there's actually a like serious rivalry, but there isn't. It's all in good fun. Okay, we're still gonna need some more. Make the flotation cells faster. Australians! Heck yeah, that's how you say it. They get angry if you don't call them Australians, like with a really guttural sound going on there. They're like, what are you saying? I don't understand. Again, I'm just making shit about Australia. I'm just making up shit about Australia. And, that is my God-given right, I think. It's not actually God-given, but I will say it is, and that's all I need to do. How are we doing with power now? 8.4 gigawatts? Yeah! That's what I like to see. That's a lot of jiggers. Okay, you know what? We've got some tasks. More tungsten plates. Well, I think I fixed that now. Silicon for yellow. Eh. Just more red chips. I mean, that's still not exactly dealt with, let's be honest. Okay, so just take the stuff that I need to be upgraded away. Ooh, ultimate belts. Exciting. You're not going to take away the stuff? Oh, you did take it away. Oh, very clever. How are we going with... Where are you guys all going? Oh, the purple science train arrived, did it? You love that train. But I think it only had like 700 800 science in it, which is not a huge amount. That would still take a long time to get anything done. Silver could be a problem. Okay, well let's put that on the to-do list. Silver for perps. Because quite frankly, if I don't get the silver sorted out... Oh gosh, I really need to do something with all that sulfur. Okay. I mean, heck, maybe that's what I do next. It's needed. Speed modules are probably maxed out right now. They are. Wow, okay. Fuel is backing up. Good. Okay. So, look, let's go get silver. And then we'll see if we can do any improvements on yellow science, because Lord knows we need to. Okay, so we don't really have a big production of silver. Silver was only made as like a... I made it like ages ago in this early game where I was just making metals, but I never really made its own supply area. And it's probably fine. It probably doesn't need one. But it also means it's a little bit light sometimes. And it doesn't help that it's also needed for the catalysts, which it appears to be also very light there too. So what we could do, it's probably not a bad idea either. Let's upgrade all these. I have an incredibly odd base layout. It's very organic in the sense that it sort of just happened one step at a time. There's occasional times where you can see there was... So there are phases in the game. So this was the starting area. I used to call it the rat's nest because it's an absolute rat's nest. Like, this is area that I used to use for all my metals. It's still kind of used, but not really. Then I had when I was going through making geodes, and then about there I was making like individual metal types. So before that you get your sortings. And then as it went out, you can start seeing like more like structured things. Like what I could have done is just busted them down and rebuilt, but I didn't do that. I just left them. So everything sort of has an area of what I needed at the time, and it sort of connects to everything very haphazardly. Um, that's just what happened. But yeah. So it is unusual, but it does the job, more or less. I will not disagree with you, don't worry. You're quite right. It is strange, unusual, and a little bit scary to some people. And I respect that fear. Can I, out of just curiosity, just give a little bit of a sneaky speed upgrade? I can. Yeah, spacious organized spaghetti. I like that. That seems like a good way to explain it. Sorry, I know there's probably a better way to do this, but I don't know it. So I only want one of these in each and then speed modules for the rest. And this one. And then we're done with doing this. I agree, Prescape. You're having fun, it's good. Sometimes after the stream, my wife asks me, how was the stream? Were people talking? And I'm like, yeah, I talk about it. Sometimes it's a quiet stream. She's like, well, did you have a good stream? I'm like, yeah, no one was really there. She's like, oh, okay. There was a bad stream. I'm like, no, I got to play Factorio. I'm happy. Because any day you get to play Factorio is a good day in my mind. So, yeah. Now, hopefully this is making a bit more silver. Getting need a little bit more of this, and that's just not coming through right now, which is a little bit concerning. It depends where you live. The fun was outlawed in some cases in 2006, but there was a counterculture revolution in New Zealand about 3 years ago where we actually reinstated fun. That's why people come to New Zealand for like extreme sports, because it's fun. I don't understand that one, but the rule is you can have fun other ways. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So I voted for that party. They didn't tell us about the mandatory snack executions, but, No, I disagree. I think that it's like Dwarf Fortress. The fun is there, they just hid it. It's behind the rock. The rock where you start SeaBlock and you knock it down and you get all your stuff. If you look carefully behind that rock before you knock it down, that's where the fun is. And of course, once you destroy that rock, the fun is in your inventory. It's right there. It's like a hidden inventory space. I produce everything else by myself. Why don't I produce some fun, right? I don't think you can open the rock. I think you have to knock it down. I don't think the rock is an inventory thing, is it? Wait. 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 No, I'm not going to do this. I was going to test the rock. Okay, fine. We're doing this. Can you? Yeah, I know. You can leave the rock? Oh, okay. You can leave the rock, apparently. I would have... No, we're not starting over. I didn't know you could leave the rock. I mean, obviously, everyone saw me just lose my ab... Well, I know that for next time. I thought you had to destroy the rock, but I didn't know it was a chest. I thought it was like... You know how in base game Factorio, I know I'm saying something weird, but... Yeah, you do. You get all the resources. It's much the same way that when you break a chest, you get the resources. I thought it was like, you know in base game Factorio where there's the rocks and some of them have coal in them? I thought it was like that. And I never once considered it was anything else. Um... So... Wow, okay. Good to know. Ah. I mean, I don't even know where I started anymore. I think I started like over here-ish. I think it was like here. I think this was like my first like electrolyzer. No, it wouldn't have been. I know these were my first like algae farms. Oh wait, of course when I die it takes me back to where I started, doesn't it? Well, I'm not taking off my armor. No, that's a silly mistake. That's how you die. You almost got me that time though. I almost fell for your insidious trick. I was like, maybe I will just take off my shields and just... I mean, even taking off my armor would just throw stuff everywhere. I'm not doing that. Taking off my shields? No. I'm not doing it. I almost fell for it. Okay. So, look, this is good, but it needs to be better. And the way we're going to make it better is we're going to, first off, do this. And then we're going to go and get some productivity 3s, I think. We used to carry those around, but apparently we don't anymore. So module productivity 3s, 10? 10 will probably suffice. Yeah, I don't usually remove things, but over time things break down on their own because I remove something to make the way for something else and then it just never gets fixed. Or I divert resources from something, and then I see an empty belt and I go, oh, this must be when I removed something. And it wasn't. Real quickly, how many efficiency modules do I have? I have 500 of them. Do I need any more? I don't think I do. Let's just double check. Fuel cells need... Well, they don't need anything, so that's fine. Thrusters, they shouldn't need efficiency modules. They need 100 of 200 speed modules, great. Like I didn't need those. Hull components, I'm pretty sure they don't need any modules because how is efficiency modules going to help? FTL drive needs 500 of them, which I've got 500 of them. So by that logic, I actually have enough efficiency modules now. So let's stop that where we can. And with that, we have now stopped all efficiency modules being made ever again. Which is interesting. And we could also probably take back those production modules because they're not needed anymore. Anything that made greens is no longer important anymore. Yeah, I don't like tearing down old things. I like looking at my old production areas. And they do become a little bit more decrepit. Like, for instance, Fish Base 1, implying I do have a Fish Base 2. Fish Base 1 got kind of torn down at some point because I didn't like the way the module zeros were being constructed. They were being constructed very haphazardly, and you'll see Fish Base 1 is here. I don't actually know what's needed anymore, and so it just sort of got pulled apart for things I needed, and then I don't know. Oh, Gims, no. That's so much. How much work did that take? Like, how many? Are we talking hours? Okay. This is Fish Base 2, and it's doing very well. A lot of fish. I think the next game I play, I might do that a little bit because they've changed the way that sorting works. I understand that may need to be a change in how I play the game next, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly. In the end of the day, you're still making sand. Okay, so it really didn't do much. Waiting for the tungsten train. You know what? Screw you, tungsten train! What are you gonna do? Hit me? My arms hurt. I've made a mistake doing this. No, I've got to hold it now. That's the most exercise I've had in ages. Come on, train. That wasn't the right train. I'm looking at the minimap. Come on. I gotta... Where's the bloody train? Is it coming? Here it comes. Okay. Hey, train, you wouldn't dare hit me. Thunk. Okay. I love that when it hits you, it still tries to go forward. It's like it's still burning this coal. Like, ah! Anyway. Ow. I hurt my arms doing that. I shouldn't have done that. Look, good exercise. Not really. Wasn't really good exercise, but it was exercise nonetheless. Okay, so that is producing things. I like things. Oh yeah, I got productivity modules. How fast could I make a train with artillery modules? Maybe I just need to make a really long track and just try and get hit by a train one day. Like, just put a lot of artillery modules in it. Maybe I'll do that as like the special end. How heavy? Oh. Yeah, but the train got to be going fast too, right? It's like force equals mass times... Not mass times acceleration. Mass times velocity? Is that force? Okay. Oh, just acceleration. Oh, yeah, because it's... Yeah, right, because it's how fast to move it, so... I don't know. I'm not bad at physics, I just can't remember the formula. Okay, we have run out of green chips. I still got corn chips though, so that's fine. As long as you still got corn chips, life is okay. Okay. That's my logic and I'm going to stick to it. What is going on here? These could be doing better, apparently. Really? Okay, well what's probably slowing it down is the fact that that's going to purple out of nowhere. Has that made it a bit better? Not really. Oh, a little bit. Where are these going, actually? Out of curiosity. I think these are actually going into the module construction. Yeah, they are. No, they're going to blue chips. Interesting. I think I'd like to get that a bit faster as well. Oops, too far. Okay, my factory, bunch of things not happy with what I've done today. That's alright. I want to make everyone happy. Yeah, wait time speed. Either way, faster train equal more damage. That's the logic I'm going to go with. Because I believe that is correct. I believe that how train damage work. I don't know, I never asked a high school teacher to hit me with a train, so, you know, maybe that was my mistake. Yeah, exactly. Oh, now I'm just remembering that video of the guy people trying to explain that a pillow of lead is, a pillow of lead, a kg of lead being the same weight as a kg of feathers, and he's just getting more and more upset and flustered. That's so funny. He's trying so hard, you can hear the gears in his brain turning. I don't know who it was, I'm afraid. I just know someone linked it to me the other day. By the other day, I don't know when it was. Okay, silver. Hi-ho, silver! Da -ba -da -ba, ba -ba -ba. Right, okay. But it is funny, that's all I'm saying. He's just so upset the more he's like, yeah, but... And he's explaining, they're like, yeah, but no, you're still wrong. He's like, but... And he's trying. Like, you know what, I give him one thing. He did continue to try to understand it. Like, he was really giving it a good go. Yeah, exactly. And that's probably where the problem comes into. That if you... What? No. If you're seeing it as a problem of volume, then yeah, absolutely you'd run into that. I can see how... As I said, I don't think he's stupid for it. It's just funny to watch him just be like... But no, like, I think everyone's had a time in their life where they've had that moment where they're just like, yeah, but what you're saying can't be right. And just everyone's agreeing with them. And you're like, but how? As I said, don't blame him. It is, I mean, I don't want to be like, as a child, I struggled with that problem as well, even though that is true. But, yeah, I'm certainly not diminishing him in any way by saying that. Because if you've never come across the problem, I can see why you'd make the mistake. It is just funny if you already know the answer. Oh, it is. Okay, so hopefully that means more... Clark Wastewater is also running into problems. Interesting. I mean, no one wants to be that guy at, like, having that problem and just getting more and more flustered as everyone goes, no, no, you're wrong. It's like, but how could I be wrong? It doesn't make sense. And it's like, well, you're wrong. And everyone's trying to explain it to him, but of course he's so far into the problem that it's not helping. What is this? This box is Boxes of sulfur, okay. Why did I do it that way? Who knows? But clearly I did do it that way. Okay, so this should be outputting more silver than I'm used to. If I check silver ore... I'm so worried every time I do these. No, silver ore. Oh, it's doing a fuzzy search of sorts, is it? Yeah, look, that's... It's doing 1.2 thousand per minute. Previously it was doing 700. I like it when it's like this. It looks sort of like one of those heart graphs. I mean, the patient is dead in this case, unfortunately, but you know, he had a good long life. I don't know that actually. I don't know the patient. I just know he's dead. And sometimes that's all that matters. Okay, so hopefully that more silver will have given me enough results to... I am just saying words now. Enough to make them more purple science. So we'll check purple science and then we'll see what we can do for yellow science. Yellow science, the big hold up was tungsten. Is tungsten going alright now? Not really. Hmm. Oh, Gims, I love that one. That is so true. But then, okay, that is funny. Like, how would you like it cut? But then you do get the question of, like, you know, you increase the pizza size by a couple of inches and you've actually, like, doubled the pizza size or something stupid like that. Like, because you increase the radius by, or the diameter by 2, but you've increased the area by more than that. I'm explaining it poorly. But yeah, it's the sort of thing that if you increase the diameter, the area expands more than what you'd expect. And I like that one a lot, mostly because it results in more pizza. Anything that results in more pizza, I'm a big fan of. I don't like that. That doesn't look like it's going to be good at all. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you just need to have a smart solution to a dumb problem. Or a dumb solution to a problem in general. Okie dokie. Okay, so that should be more silver into the mix and should result in more of these jibbity jabbers. I am seeing more jibbity jabbers, that pleases me. And we will offset that as well. No, if we... electrodes. I'm getting most of them from electrodes. It was easier to deal with than having to constantly deal with the mineralized water and slurry. You only have to deal with the slag itself. I understand it's more efficient to do it with washing plants, but what makes you think I care about efficiency? I was looking forward to that joke as soon as I realized I could make it. Okay, we could probably do with some more lead, which is something that most people would never admit to. Because they go, oh, lead's bad, it poisons people. Yeah, well, don't eat it. Problem solved. Jeez, that's bad. Yeah, that's a valid point, but then you're needing a lot more electrodes, and at that point, I wonder if it's even worth it. Purified water wasn't that big a deal. Like, you can get rid of it fairly easily. Purified water, you can make plenty of it, and also, I guess you could use mineral. I was thinking about double the line. Yeah, doubles the power though. What I was thinking about in my next run is the mineralized water that you have extra from washing the electrodes. Use that mineralized water, and you know that very first recipe. You do that as well. I know people keep telling me about that. You know that recipe right at the start of the game that you turn. Sorry, I just saw a line. I have no idea what this line is. Oh, I know what it is. This is weird. Anyway, you know that recipe at the start of the game where you get the sapphire ore, or is it the other ore? I don't know. You get one of the ores. I really want to just use that recipe mid-game or late game just to make more sapphire, or you know the dark blue ore, and then use it through refine it and then turn it into other ores, because at the moment my mineralized water, a lot of it, as long as it's not being made for green algae, a lot of it's getting wasted. And next time I want to have all the ores like in one place and ship them around rather than the metals themselves. Because right now all my bases are structured that the sludge comes in, they make the mineral they need, and then they convert it to whatever they want. Whereas I want to have this part all trained in, rather than the mineral sludge being trained in. I don't know if it's going to be better. I feel like it won't be, but I want to try that next game. I feel like it'd be slightly better, but I don't honestly know. And I do not have enough of these. Oh, I do not have enough ferric chloride? Oh no. Oh, that makes sense. I could be running out of ferric chloride, actually. Shit. Okay. Panic, 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 panic. No, don't panic. Now's not the time for panic. Now's kind of the time for panic. Okay. That's cool. I know where we've got a lot of iron, which is here. And these should be pretty saturated. They are. Awesome. So what we're going to do is we are going to not panic. Man, I've not made ferric chloride in so long. I don't even know how to spell ferric chloride. Okay, so it's iron ore and hydrogen chloride gas. Okay, so iron ore, easy. You say 40%, 30-40% from the basic recipe. Oh, really? I thought it would be a lot more than that. Okay, well, if that's what it is, and that's all it is. Okay, so plan is simple. Don't panic. The plan after that is a little bit less simple. Fix it. Nope. Ferric chloride. Oh, they can be put together because they are not the problem. You are the problem. We are the problem. Okay. Get it from 2 different sources. I mean, look, if people didn't get maths wrong, it'd be a weird world. People get maths wrong all the time. But, I mean, if that's the maths you did, I mean, that's the maths you did. You know? Who am I to argue with maths? What am I, a doctor? Doctors don't argue with maths. It's a common misconception of doctors. Okay. Then what we need to do is we need to get the hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride, yep. And we need to bring it in here. Just bring it in. Bring it in, big guy, bring it in. We also want to not waste our cool stuff if we can help it. Okay. And chloride is going to go right here. So that means that goes there. That means, and here's where we made a mistake, probably. No, we didn't. Awesome. The only Factorio maths I know very well is you don't turn charcoal into carbon if you're just going to burn it. Like, there's reasons to do it, but if you're like just doing it for power, I know it's not worth doing that. I mean, I've done maths before in Factorio, but the game that I can never understand the maths that people do and how much they enjoy it is the Kerbal Space Program people. Like, man, I have read like people's like long form maths going like working out delta V's, and I'm just like, oh god, I don't want to play this game. It's too scary. And I'm sure if I really tried, I could probably work out delta V's as well, but boy, I don't want to. And you can't make me. Okay. Now from that, we need to find this. And that's probably lacking a little bit, but that's okay. Don't cry, little factory. We're getting in right now. So unfortunately, that means red circuits may be a little bit slow just for a while, but we will get that fixed. When I remember where I put it. Don't cry, little factory. It's okay. You're gonna get some chloride A. Okay. Now that's going to make how much? About 2,000 ferric chloride a minute. Sorry, 20,000. Off by a scale of 10 there. Vague problem. But that should get things schmoovin' again, as they say. But are they schmoovin' enough? A real good question, actually. How much do you construct? You do 33,000 a minute, so let's go higher. Let's go higher than that. Because if we are doing... Yeah, we can easily... Let's double that. Because it's very important that we get a lot of ferric chloride, because we don't want to have this problem again. I don't think this problem will happen again with ferric chloride. But, I mean, You dump enough into the system and you certainly won't. Manganese is still doing pretty well, actually. Pretty proud of it. Don't know why I didn't use it earlier, but you know, you live, you learn. Seeing a couple of shortages, probably due to these never being optimized. So we'll optimize these now. Let's just do this part first. Okay, and that slows it down a little bit, but it's okay. Because then we speed it up. We speed it up. Speed it up. Nope. Okay, then we gotta figure out how to power it again. Ooh. We kinda broke power there, didn't we? Okay, it's fine now. Okay, so that means the copper that comes in used a lot more efficiently. And also we'd like to just make all this just a bit better. Again, just a lot of red belts that need to be not red. You know, the thing about this factory is it's always in a library because it's very well read. Anyway, enough of that bit. Can't believe I said that. Yes, I can. Yeah. Anyway. So we'll make this whole part a lot more optimized as well. Let's just chuck it some power. Oh my god, yes! Yes, Gims, perfect, I love it. The butt ER. The butter. So dumb. So stupid. Yeah, good. I'm glad this has happened. It's so bad, but it's so good. I love it. Okay, so we're upgrading a bunch of stuff now. Hopefully this will do some change to circuits. You know what, let's just do that. Let's also go from blue to green, purple to green, blue to green, purple to green. Okay, good. So one thing that I forgot about, exactly, you really can. One thing that's very important in Factorio that I will need to remember for next time is, yeah, red circuits. You need more than you think. Anyway, I need to go and upgrade my stuff. Oh, I need to go get more resources because I have none. Hopefully blue circuits stop being a problem in the main base very soon. But they are built backing up now, so that's cool. Cannot insert beacon 2, too much crap. Okay, we'll get less crap. Problem solved. Yeah, so blue circuits are going down in the requirements. They are still needed, of course, but that's alright. How are we doing here? 1,000? That's alright. 1,000, like, most of the times, not great, but... More tin? Can't say I'm entirely surprised by that requirement. That one was always going to approach me at some point. You know what? I don't need this sand anymore. Get out of here, sand. Can we, like, add a little bit more like this? Yes, we can, I guess. And just put that in there. It's getting the tin. That should be good. Let's go pick up a position like that, so it doesn't have to extend itself every time. Alright. That's hopefully doing better. The problem is these are still using regular fast inserters. That is not great. And if these were faster as well... Wait, why do you have two? You don't need two. One will suffice. Yeah, and so if we put these out faster as well... Ooh. That is becoming more and more of a problem, I think. We either need to deal with the sulfur or put another warehouse up. Don't know what I'm going to do though. Haven't got a plan on that one yet. You may notice I'm building another warehouse. Oh, I must have a warehouse in the base somewhere. Really? Still want more lead, huh? It's hungry for lead. I've been there. I think we've all been there before. Important thing is more purple science. Has that actually increased? Who knows? Burns. Oh, actually, yeah, it did a little bit of a jump. Really? Bro, you gotta eat some lead. It's the only thing that's healthy. Anyway, enough of trying to kill people. Don't do that, obviously. Let me guess, it's still tungsten a problem? Yup. That's fine. That could still be used. Just more red chips? I mean, probably. Okay, well, look, you know what? We are done for today. It's been a good run today, actually. Thank you for joining me. If you are watching for the first time and you're not currently following and thinking, you know what? I want to watch more of that. Well, please give a follow. It's the best way to find out when I am streaming. You can also check the About page, and it will have my schedule there, and it's pretty accurate, plus or minus an hour sometimes. If you go, yeah, I'd love to watch the old episodes of this, but damn, are they even available? They are. You better believe they are. They are on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. You can go there and you can watch old episodes and you can see how all this madness begun. That's a thing you can do if you do so desire, and I won't stop you. I promise. Won't even try. I got stuck in my thoughts there. Those need to be done. If you wanting to join the Discord channel, and so that way you can discuss this series and what is to come when I am done with it, you can join the Discord channel. That is also on the About page, and you know that way you can just be there, figure out what's coming out next. Because I might take a little bit of a break from Factorio just for about a month, but I will return to it. So if you want to talk about what should be there, that'll be in the Discord channel. Also, you can subscribe to me if you do so feel the need or the wish. It's always appreciated, but of course not required. Thank you very much, Gims. Good advice. And with that fantastic words of advice, I wish everyone a good night and take care. And I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye, everyone.